right here, right here. Yo, LITESIDE.TV, Network, dedicated wine music. We live, baby, live. Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up.
Party tagging in 05. Party tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, let's talk the talk. We talk best artists, best eras, best styles. Which borough held it down and who really shaped the code? LITESIDE. Let's never them. You think you know hip hop? I did. Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly where real opinions live. Let's go! Hey yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. Where every combo sound like a barbershop debate on a Saturday. Say what you want, but say it with fact. And it's so 50 bucks. Dark side general, but no battles. Bar breakdowns, legends versus new generation. We talk about all that. This the show where the Bronx argues with Brooklyn, Queens get spicy. And everybody swear their favorite rappers to go. LITESIDE, us never them. Right here. Yo, LITESIDE.TV, Network, dedicated wine music. We live, baby, live. Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up. Party tagging in 05. Party tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, let's talk the talk. We talk best artists, best eras, best styles. Which borough held it down and who really shaped the code? LITESIDE. Let's never them. You think you know hip hop? I did. Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly where real opinions live. Let's go! Hey yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. Where every combo sound like a barbershop debate on a Saturday. Say what you want, but say it with fact. And it's so 50 bucks. Dark side general, but no battles. Bar breakdowns, legends versus new generation. We talk about all that. This the show where the Bronx argues with Brooklyn, Queens get spicy. And everybody swear their favorite rappers to go. LITESIDE, us never them. You love hip hop. Then prove it. This is Hip Hop Weekly. Pop vibe. This is the lane right here. Vibe. This is the lane right here. Yo,
LITESIDE.TV, TNN Network, dedicated wild music. We live, baby, live, baby, live. Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up.
Party tagging in 05. Party tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, let's talk the talk. We talk best artists, best eras, best styles, which Burrow held it down and who really shaped the cult. LITESIDE.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Welcome to Hip Hop Talk Weekly. Yo, if y'all fuck with me, do me a favor and let me know y'all can hear me clearly. So if y'all can hear me clearly, and let's get into this Hip Hop Talk Weekly, somebody say, yeah!
Boom, 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 boom! Yo, who the fuck is the snap? Stand up! Let's go viral! Rest in peace, Fat Show!
Big Grippy for the stain, Big Remy for the pain. Hold on. New bitch, new chain, new whip, I'm a slave. Hold on. New whip, I'm a slave. I be dollar, so I keep a pole. Got it on me, I will lift his soul. Know my body, hope I make it home. She took a half, I took a whole. Do a line, now a nigga froze. Black with the bed with a demon. Woke up to a screaming soul. Talking shit on the net, boy, don't play with computers. I'm rocking the Benz on my neck. Call Vito for the order. Black gloves for the set. Balaclava for the shoot.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in and on the way out. Yeah, AJ, okay, I'm good. Salute. Shout out to my co-host, Bucks, man. He couldn't be in the building. I hope he get home, know what I mean? Because I already know it's a nice snowy day out here, man. It's getting real nasty in these YouTube streets. Yeah, it's getting nasty in the YouTube streets. It's snowy as a motherfucker in these YouTube streets, man. I hope everybody be safe. Hey, yo, 050 Bucks. Hip Hop Talk Weekly, we here, you dig? We got a lot to talk about. First thing I want to say, I really want to say, everybody be safe. The snow is gonna get ugly, man. I just shoveled my yard like 5 times, and then reach the same level like I never did it. So everybody, most definitely be safe out on these streets, you dig? It's a lot to talk about when it comes to hip hop, though. That's one thing niggas don't recognize. It's a lot to talk about when it comes to these hip-hop streets. I want to start off with Cuban Link.
Chanel Divine! Sound like Belladonna! It's now the cigars! Wait out! Y'all niggas been pimping? Who's been pimping?
Steppers.
Yeah, I be with them steppers. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I know it's a snowy day, so y'all should be in. Make sure y'all pull up, you dig? I don't care about the views, because it will be watched later. But, so we got a rapper out here that came from Terror Squad. Rest in peace to Big Pun. Speaking of Big Pun, yo, where is Humble at? I want to speak to Humble. But there's a rapper out here called Cuban Link. Right? I see Cuban Link. He throw a video out. I think Cuban Link is mad that Jada Kiss is doing a podcast with Fat Joe. Because when we all know, we all pay attention. Cuban Link and Fat Joe had drama and beef for what? 40 years. Yeah. Cuban Link and Fat Joe was beefing for like 40 years. We got somebody in the back. Hello?
Hey, Artie.
What's
Can
good?
you hear me?
You can hear me. I can hear you.
Hey, hi, sweetie. I just wanted to come and say hi and support you. And I just wanted to ask you, are you guys getting dumped with a lot of snow? Because we are snowed in here in Ohio.
Yo, Queen, I didn't shovel my front yard and my steps 15 times, and the snow went right back like I never did it.
Oh my God, it's horrible here. I mean, it is horrible. The kids only went to school for one day last week, my grandkids, and
Yeah,
now because it was really cold, and then now the all this snow, they're not going to school tomorrow.
yeah, nasty, nasty.
So I just
They
wanted to
like
come up and say
this, and I appreciate you, Queen, for pulling up. Let me sit you up here, and this is hip hop talk. Can I ask you one hip hop talk?
hi. Well, yeah, well, I am 67, so I may not answer it correctly, but let's give it a shot
Oh,
because I love that trivia. I
you
love
six.
that trivia you had going earlier.
I appreciate you. You 67?
Yeah.
Oh, so I got a better question for you. Name the female when it comes to R&B that made you say I like R&B.
Okay. Now
And, and tell me
R&B, but
why.
I grew up with. Okay, hold on. You know who made me really fall in love with R&B was what's her name? Whitney. She made me
Whitney
fall in
Houston?
love with it because yes, she did. I mean, she had a
Mm,
little pop with it. She had a little pop with it, but she did sing some of her ballads and stuff, and I really liked it. Yeah, I really
got you.
did. But as far as growing up, it was growing up, it was Dionne Warwick, and
Dionne Ward.
yeah, Dionne Warwick, and oh, what's her name? Oh my God, Mary Wells and them, and all of the rest of them, the Marvettes, all.
Okay, okay. You ever like the Mary J. Blige?
Yeah, you know what? When I noticed Mary J. Blige, that was in 1992 when I recognized her when she came on the scene.
Mhm.
Yes, I love her. I love her still today. I do love her.
Yeah, I love some Mary J. As a younger lady, right? As a younger lady, right? Your age,
Yeah.
as a younger lady. When it comes to hip
Mhm.
hop, right? What is the advice that you can give me about hip hop and why you would say you don't like it, but if you love it, tell me why you do love it. Because I know you older. And I'm only asking you this question because if my
Oh,
grandma was
oh.
here, she'd tell me she hated it, and she would give
No,
me a
well,
reason.
I don't really hate it.
Okay.
When it trans now when I got introduced to hip hop, that was in the late '70s with Chug, the big guy, what's it, Daddy Kane and all of the rest of them.
Okay.
Um, but see, here's the thing though, Artie. Now, when hip hop came out, I really didn't get into that because I was too busy being mom. I had kids and everything, and I'm a little older, so I kind of like transitioned with it when LL Cool J came in and all of them and the rest of them, and Pac, Tupac, all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Now I got down with all of them back in the '90s, even though I was in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
still enjoyed listening to it, especially Tupac. Tupac always had play in my house. All of them, Biggie, all of them did, and especially DMX.
So let-
DMX was the one that always had play in our home.
so out of Tupac, Biggie, and DMX, who you rather listen to?
It's gonna be Tupac.
Oh, okay, okay. This comes from an OG. This coming
It's
from an
gonna be
OG.
Tupac.
What you liked about Tupac?
I love his poems. I love his lyrics because they was real. I felt every bit of every word he pronounced out of his mouth and that he was professing and saying. I understood it, even though I was older than Tupac a little bit back then. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
understand that struggle that he was going through, especially with his mom and everything at that time, because it was real. Now, back in the '70s, see, my memories are from the '60s and the '70s already. Them was
Okay.
my days. I really enjoyed those days, and I really miss them. I'm not gonna lie to you because It's nothing like when we was in unity, when the blacks, we were all together in unity. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
could be, in the neighborhood, and you could be around the corner, and one of the ladies that knew your mom and that everybody knew you, they'll call and say that, yeah, I had to whoop his little ass and I'm sending him home to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get another whooping when you get there, one of them type of
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I miss those days. But hip hop, I was too busy being mom. I was raising the family, husband, and everything. So I was a little bit older than when the hip hop came out. But I do remember Daddy Kane,
I,
Ron,
I,
and what was it,
I,
Ron ABC, and all the rest of them, and
I
Slick
know you
Rick,
remember
and
some Whitney.
oh, absolutely, and Tony, 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 Tony. Yes,
Tony,
all of
Tony,
them.
facts. That's a
Yeah.
throwback classic, and it's so good to have you up here because there's a lot of things you probably could teach me. Because I started listening to hip hop. If I tell you, you're gonna be like, you a little man. I started listening to hip hop in the '90s.
Yeah, in the 90s when it came out, as well, with the boom boxes and everybody was doing, the dance and stuff they had the cardboards laid out and all the
Hmm.
spins and stuff they
Yeah,
were doing back then. Yeah,
there's breakdancing back then and all that, right? There's breakdancing on the
yeah,
beat.
that's it. Break dancing, yeah.
So yo, do you listen to anybody that's updated now? And is there any specific artist that you like that's new, hip hop or
Oh,
R&B?
I'll be honest with you. I don't even mess with it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't mess
Okay,
with it because I
all
can't
right.
relate. I can't relate to it. But I'm not gonna disrespect the young people and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's their generation and stuff. I enjoyed my generation coming up in the '60s and the '70s.
Mhm.
With the music and stuff that I grew up with. I remember where we used to pay a nickel to go to a basement party and stuff like that. Even my
Mm,
daughter 49, she even experienced it, having parties like that, or we skating. We used to always go skating, the Blue Goose. Everybody was at the
facts.
Blue Goose. You know what I'm saying? And skating and you're just doing all kind of nice,
And having
stuff that
and
we
having
used to
fun.
do. Yes. Absolutely. That's how we made our money when having our little parties, house parties on Fridays or Saturdays. You had to pay a quarter to get in and all of that. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
talking about some of that,
that's what y'all had the
that
Kangos and
stuff.
the bell bottoms. Y'all had the Kangos and the bell bottoms.
I still wear my bell bottoms. I still got them.
So I still
I
got
got
my bell
all my
bottoms.
I still got all my my peace signs, all of it. My flower power stuff, I still got all of them. All of it.
That's what's
Mm-mm.
up. That's what's up. And I appreciate you for even pulling up. And she said, "Nah, I just want to come show some love. That's love right there, man. I appreciate you."
Artie, I remember you 2 or 3 years ago when I used to come to your room and jam with you when you was playing the music.
Okay,
You
yeah,
was
yeah,
playing
all
all
right.
kinds of music. You
Oh,
remember? You don't
nah,
remember?
you know what's so funny? I remember your name. I remember your name 100%. But this sector is so crazy and big that sometimes I'd be like, look familiar, but who that? That ass.
But the
But I
ones that
always,
always we always come back to the ones that we like. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And you were going through some stuff back then, so I said I'll support him when he come back up, and you finally came back up, and I'm glad you is up because it's different. I like 050 bucks, I really do. I love coming to his room, chit chatting and everything, and then I just sign off. You know what I'm saying?
share, and I appreciate it. Shout out to 050 bucks. Shout out to 050 bucks.
You know what?
Hey
I
yo,
was just so
hey
disappointed
yo,
yesterday. My friend, your friend that you had as a guest, I was so disappointed with him yesterday. I was scared to come back to your room.
what show? What show? Tell me.
The one you had yesterday when y'all was, with you gentlemen, y'all was up there talking and Rico Payne, he know I really like him and he know I support him. I was just so disappointed with y'all
Mama.
arguing.
Now, mommy, that was a pre-show. I do throwbacks. That was a pre-show.
Oh, Okay.
So I
I
was just,
thought it was real. I was just so upset about that.
oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I owe you an apology, Rico. I haven't seen him in a while either. I don't know what happened to his channel.
Who?
Payne. I haven't seen him in a while
Oh, I
because I
see.
usually see.
I thought he got his channel took it. If I'm not mistaken, I think he got his channel took it.
Oh, oh. Well,
But
he'll
shout out
get
to
one.
Pam.
He'll.
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
we'll shout
Dice.
out to you, Payne.
Yo, Dice. I see you in the building, Dice. When I get into this hip hop talk, I'm gonna drop the link for you. I want to see. I want
Okay.
to see what. I want to see what Dice know about hip hop.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get off. Let me drop off so you can go on and get it. And kudos to you with that trivia you had going on. I really enjoyed that.
Yes, ma'am. Enjoy your day and
All
stay
right.
out the snow. Stay out the
Oh,
snow.
I'm not going. I haven't been out there in 2 days, so I'm good. But anyway, I'll talk to you later, sweetie, and you enjoy your show.
God bless you, Mama. Thanks for the pull up.
And I
It's
give
hip.
you your thumbs up.
Yes, Hip Hop Talk Weekly. We back.
Little battles, bar breakdowns, legends versus new generation. We talk about all that. This the show where the Bronx argues with Brooklyn, Queens get spicy. And everybody swear their favorite rappers to go. Lights up, lights up. Us never them, never them, never them, never them. You love hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Then prove it, then prove it, then prove it, then prove it. This is Hip Hop Weekly, Pop Weekly, Pop.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Mama, man. I appreciate you, Queen Royal. I appreciate you for even the pulling up and showing love, man, and respect. It felt good. Now, I mean, it felt good when you got people in that age group that really watch you, man. That's why I say when it comes to this platform, all that other things people be doing, like it's really corny. Yesterday I did a show. I'm sorry to all my fans that was like, yo, I thought this was about hip hop. I was setting I was basically seeing the difference. I was basically showing people the difference. But let's get into this hip hop talk. So, like I was saying, we got Cuban Link. I know everybody know who Cuban Link is. Wax Dog, salute. I see you in the building. Yo, Wax Dog. You see your boy Cuban Link calling Jay to kiss out? Hold up. Cuban Link is calling Jay to kiss out. This man went live and said, yo, somebody please tag Cuban Link in this motherfucker right now. Somebody tag Cuban Link in this motherfucker right now. So we got Cuban Link out here making a live calling Jay to kiss out. I think he mad due to the fact that Jay to kiss, he think that Jay to kiss is too real to be on a podcast with Fat Joe. Because you already know Cuban Link and Fat Joe was going to war for damn near, what, 10, 9, 11, 12 years? They was going to war for years. So now we got Cuban Link that jumping out the pocket. He's like, yo, Jadakiss, you want to run with this nigga? I'm on your body. So he called Jadakiss out. He said, I will literally kill you in bars. I want to ask the chat, even though this is one of the dumbest questions I probably ever asked on the app, you think Cuban Link could hop on a beat and do some damage to Jadakiss? Yeah, your boy Cuban Link is jumping out the window, my guy. Jadakiss, I'm more lyrical. I said in my head, I said, yo, I even went back and I ain't gonna lie, I had to go back and listen to a lot of things because back then I wasn't really listening to Cuban Link unless he was on a big project, unless he was on like fucking Pun song or Big Fat Joe song. That's the only time I never went to listen to nothing that he did. So I had to go through my research. I did do my research. I'm not gonna lie, Cuban Link got some shit. Don't get mad at me now, y'all. But now I heard some Cuban Link got some shit. But for him to say Jadakiss on his little acting like you mad at you want to go at Jadakiss because Jadakiss is dealing with a guy that's your enemy, bro. just like the dirty sector, bro. Your enemy, not my enemy. If you mess with Jada, because at the same time in the interview, he say, "Nah, I love Jada, but he gotta see me. I love Jada. One of my top 10. I love Jada, but he's hanging around clowns. Now he gotta see me. Jada gotta see you. Come on, man. I'm not even gonna lie. If Jada Kiss even respond, if I ever meet him, I'm gonna ask that nigga for his autograph. Time he get the right, and I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. If Jada Kiss even respond, you go respond on the cast. I'm not gonna start. I don't know. Somebody tell me, did Jada Kiss and Fat Joe even respond to Cuban Link on their new stage? I don't know. I didn't hear it yet. But I know Cuban Link is out here wilding. He's out here wilding. I want to say shout out to Jim and them, right? Now, there's gonna be a funny joke. I want to say shout out to Cuban Link. I mean to Jim Jones. Because we gotta keep it a stack. I gotta make this funny at the same time. I gotta make this funny at the same goddamn time. So I see Jim got his own studio now. Yeah, they got their own. Shout out to the Lobby Boys. Huh? What they call them, the Lobby Boys? They got Jim, they got Mano, they got Fabulous, they got Dave East. Shout out to them boys. I see they got their own studio now. Yo, me personally, the only thing that's funny to me. Hold on. He can't spit with Kiss. Hell nah. Like Cuban Link. Like when I first heard that, I was like, you know what? I think he's just chasing clout. We're gonna get back into this Jim Jones stuff, right? But I always said, yeah, nah. Time I seen that shit, I said, yo, Link, you chasing clout. You said Jada can't fuck with you more. Like, come on, bro. You chasing clout. I get it. That's what everybody do. It is what it is. But like I said, right? Shout out to the Lobby Boys. I'm gonna tell y'all the funny part that makes me laugh. Did 50 Cent really like get them the fuck out of there? No, because sometimes we gotta pay attention. We remember, right? 50 Cent was calling them squatters. Yeah, 50 Cent was calling these boys squatters. Oh, y'all forgot? 50 Cent was calling them squatters. Who 50 Cent was calling squatters? Artists? Jim, Mano, Fabulous, Dave East. He was calling them squatters. I would say shout out to the black men that do what they got to do in this world. Shout out to Jim and them for getting their own studio. I'm not mad. I think you're supposed to step your way up. But hold the fuck up. Do 50 Cent got something to do with them getting their own studio? Because 50 Cent did call the real landlord on live. If I'm not, I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong. 50 Cent did call the landlord on live, right? He called them squatters. Now, did they get kicked out? I just asking. Or did they move on? Shout out to them black brothers from doing their own thing, creating it. I'm not mad at that, but I told you it's funny too, because it's a coincidence. Now y'all beefing with 50 calling y'all squatters, 50's calling up the landlord. Now y'all out of there. Did y'all get kicked the fuck out? I'm just asking a question. It's not that serious. I'm just asking a question.
Right here. Yo, LITESIDE.TV, Tina Network, dedicated wild music. We live, baby. Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up.
Party tapping in 05. Party tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, West talking talk. We talk best artists, best eras, best styles. Which barrel held it down and who really shaped the coat? LITESIDE. You think you know hip hop? Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly where real opinions live. Let's go! Hey yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where every combo sound like a barbershop debate on a Saturday. Say what you want, but say it with fact, and it's so 50 bucks.
Shout out to my bro 050 Buck. Shout out to Bus. There's another thing I was watching today. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, this was so funny. Do anybody know who Adam 22 is? Adam 22, the little white man. Yeah, I call him the little white man. Do y'all know who Adam 22 is? Mr. White Man think he black, tattooed it up. He let his girl, not his girl. I'm being too cool. Adam 22, he let his girl, his wife, yeah, he let his wife get dicky down. Yeah, Adam 22 let his wife get dicky down. I just realized I didn't even know it was going down. I heard through the grapevine, not long until you think mine. I heard through the grapevine that Adam 22 had a fight with Jason Love. People, Jason Love is the one that gave Adam 22 wife the dicky. Yeah, he made sure your eyes roll behind her head. That's what I heard. I heard. So Adam 22 had a boxing match with the guy named Jason Love, the guy that gave his wife the mandingo. Yeah, the mandingo. So they had a fight. I want y'all to go pay attention to that fight, and we'll talk about it next week. First off, but I would like to say, was this a tax payoff? Because that was the ugliest fight. First off, none of them niggas could fight. Jason Love, somebody tag Jason Love. You can't fight, you big sloppy. Yo, Adam 22, you can't make this shit up. You can't fight, bro. That was a corny fight. If y'all didn't see it, make sure y'all go see it. You dig? Shout out to Adam 22 for that fake fight. I believe it's a fake fight. Nasty, disgusting. Jason Love came in there and beat you like he beat your wife. Yeah, Jason Love came in there and beat you like he beat your wife. If y'all know what I mean. If y'all know what I mean. Make sure y'all tune in and go watch that fight. 5-year-old and 21 Savage, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like this. 5-year-old and 21 Savage. I like this. But I like it music-wise. You know, this is why the game is dying, because everybody started to do too much internet shit, bro. Everything on the internet. Back then, when it was war and we artists, we gonna jump on the beat. That's what that's the reason why hip-hop dying, but that's the era I come from. Now, niggas get into beef, they do what the dirty sector do. They doxing, they doing this. Nah, get on the beat. But I heard Buck say some shit. Buck's just like 21 Savage. He's not like that. He's from the UK. Bucks, let me tell you something. That's why I wanted Bucks to pull up. Bucks, 21 Savage put in more work than 5-year-old. And we're gonna keep this a stat. I'm talking about when it comes to the hip-hop world, what we know. 21 Savage put in more work than 5-year-old. 5-year-old was around a lot of niggas. Niggas gotta get their 21 Savage Google on. I know that niggas be like, oh, but 21 Savage not from the United States. This and that. Yo, 21 Savage moved to Atlanta at 7, bro. 7 years old. My pops always told me it's not where you from, it's where you at. It's not where you from, it's where you at. But that's a great battle. But 5-year-old ain't put in no work. 5-year-old you probably see him with the big crippin' and all that. But when it comes to 21, we seen it all. Go back and do your Google. Go Google 21 Savage. I didn't see that nigga pull that shit out I seen it all. I never seen 5-year-old do nothing. Never heard of it. None of that. I like his music. But 21 Savage, I think 21 Savage is more of a street nigga than 5-year-old. I feed off energy. And for 21 Savage to say fuck the streets, you know what's so funny? I feel the same motherfucking way. Fuck the streets. I seen a lot. Like, where Mikey B at? Cause I see Mikey B. I see Hassan Campbell. You can't say fuck the streets because nigga fuck the streets. When he said fuck the streets, Mikey B, and Hassan Campbell, he wasn't talking about what go down the street. Cause I heard Mikey B say, but you got. I had nieces and friends that they grew up in the street, but that we not. No, 21 Savage not talking about no type of people. When 21 Savage said fuck the streets, he's talking about the gangster shit that's going on in the streets. And me personally at 41 and did so much, nigga, the streets ain't never do nothing good for nobody, bro. Nah, the streets ain't do nothing good for nobody. So when 21 Savage said fuck the streets, I was feeling what the guy was saying. Nigga, fuck the streets. Keep your ass in the house. Yeah, fuck the streets. Keep your ass in the house. You dig? And that's real shit. But for them to beef over bullshit is nasty work. Cause 5-year-old is I never seen street in him. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. I seen Pop Smoke put in more work than that. You dig? I see Pop Smoke put in more work than that. I don't know. I wish Buck was up because Buck was running his mouth. Buck was running his mouth last week. I wish Buck was up here.
Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up.
Party tapping in 05. Party tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, let's talk and talk. We took best artists, best eras, best styles, which Burrow held it down and who really shaped the cult. LITESIDE. Let's never them. You think you know hip hop? I did. Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly where real opinions live. Let's go! Hey yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. Where every combo sound like a barbershop debate on a Saturday. Say what you want, but say it with fact. And it's so 50 bucks. Dark side general, but no battles. Bar breakdowns, legends versus new generation. We talk about all that. This the show where the Bronx argues with Brooklyn, Queens get spicy. And everybody swear their favorite.
Yo, I love hip hop so much, right? I was sitting back, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, I miss hip hop when hip hop was like good, man. This internet turned hip hop into the gutter, right? I was sitting back, I was thinking, because back in the days, you see that you got the Lobby Boys, you got Mano, you got Dave East, you got Fabulous, you got Jim Jones. Back then, they would have kept in music steady, all this blogging shit, trying to steal our shit. Try to steal the shit we doing. Imagine Uncle Murder, Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, and 50 Cent versus the Lobby Boys. So we got Uncle Murder, Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, and 50 Cent versus Mano, Dave East, Fabulous, and Jim Jones. Son, that'd have been fire. But these boys don't want to play. These boys want to be on the internet like us, man.
Big money investors. Suck my daddy dick in a Tesla. My mouth is reckless. I eat these hoes for breakfast.
Ain't no Hakuna Matata. I hit his mata. Waiter, I turn you noodle to pasta. I send you boot to a.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm dead ass. Like this hip hop world. Look, I'm a hip hop head. I like hip hop, but it's like, come on, bro. Nobody got time for y'all doxing each other, posting old videos. Nah, get on a beat. Get on the beat. Imagine Uncle Murder, Tony Yayo, and 50 Cent get that boy Lil Banks back. I call nigga Lil Banks. Yeah. Uncle Murder, Tony Yayo, Little Banks, and 50 Cent versus Mano, Dave East, Fabulous, and Jim Jones. Who y'all got? Put G for G Unit or put L for Lobby Boys. Uncle Murder, Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, and 50 Cent versus Mano, Dave East, Fabulous, and Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie, that'd have been good hip hop. These boys don't know how to bring hip hop back. Just like I feel when Max B did the show, and he called Santana out. I ain't gonna front. For the love of hip hop, as much as I love hip hop, I think Santana should have showed out. But now I understand. Oh, pull up to King Joe Live. Copy. But yeah, like I understand why Santana ain't pull up. Cause I did a little bit of research and history. I did a little, hold on. Like, come on, boy, don't come up here. Don't do that. Bad vibes, salute. But like I was saying, when my nigga Max B called Santana out, I think that would have been fire for the city, bro. One thing about New York rappers, we all like Mano, the Jimmys, the Dave East, the Max B's, the Fat Joes, like we even on their podcast, they bringing New York back, but not in the hip hop level. If Santana would have pulled back up on that Max B shit, I think New York would have been back established. Because I don't think Max B could bring New York back by itself. But I think Max B is trying to get the dips back, but it's not gonna work. I understand. But I dead hasn't seen niggas piece it up with their enemies. I didn't see Jim fuck with 50 when he was beefing with Cam. Like it's crazy. I didn't see Jim interview Fabio Foreign after the word around the street is. Should we talk about it? The word around the street is Jim Jones did something with Santana Shorty. If y'all know her name, y'all know her name. I heard Fabio did something with Santana's wifey, allegedly. So I'm saying this to say that y'all can go do your own research. But word around town, Fabio had the long way with Santana's wife. And y'all know what Santana's wife is. And I say that to say this. Jim Jones interviewed Fabio, and Santana's your man. I say that to say this. So for people to be like, Santana didn't pull up on Max B's show because Max B is beefing with Jim. Jim just interviewed your boy. Jim just interviewed the boy that was fucking with your man's wife. If y'all think I'm lying, look it up. Fabio Foreign allegedly slept with Santana's wife. Yeah. Bad vibes in the building. Salute. Dice in the building. Hold on, let me drop the link for Dice. I gotta ask Dice a question. I gotta ask Dice a motherfucking question. Hold up. Yo, Dice, I want to ask you a question, Dice. Since you older than me and you think you smarter than me, I want to ask you a question, Dice.
Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. Where the culture gets judged straight up.
Nigger.
Party
You're a stupid nigger. Like, you suck. You suck at life. You're a stupid nigger. Like, you suck. You suck at life. You're a stupid nigger. Like,
Dice was good.
Suck. You suck at life. You're a stupid nigger.
What the fuck is Dice? Where Dice at? I'm about to say, what the fuck? Dice brought us some trolls? The fuck was that? Yo, Dice, you brought us some trolls? Hold on. What?
Artists, best eras, best styles, which borough held it down and who really shaped the cult. LITESIDE. That's never them. You think you know hip hop? Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly with real opinion.
Dice is good, Dice.
Yeah, what up, boy? I don't know who the fuck that was. That wasn't me.
Nah, I'm like, yo, where the hell they come from, bro?
I don't know who the fuck that was, and that's in me. I was trying to
Yo,
come up. I was in the background trying to come up because it didn't put me into the studio yet.
oh, like the nigga said, you. Well, shout out to you. I like being a nigger. Salute to you, brother.
that nigga sound like he was from Roots or something. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah, that nigga was mad. I like being a nigger, man. You better read the book about niggers, nigga. We blessed. And let me tell you something else about niggers. We chosen. Thanks, what up?
Trying to be free, baby. Another day alive, another day free. Why would they wake up trying to be anybody other than me? Can you dig it?
I dig it. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Don't be mad at me because I use that line on the regular, man. I use that line in real life.
That's for everybody, brother. That's for everybody.
Nah, I stole it, man. I should be ashamed of myself. I stole it.
I stole
it. let's talk about hip hop real quick, right? Because you are OG, man. I know you understand hip hop, so you're not telling me nothing. You probably gonna teach me something, right?
All right.
And your era, what you think started hip hop? Where did hip hop come from? Because a lot of people saying this, they saying the Bronx, they saying this. From your example as being older than me, where did hip hop started from?
I did hear it came from the Bronx with Cool Herc. I did it here came from. Matter of fact, I heard it came from a Jamaican DJ by the name of Cool Herc. That's a fact. I did hear that. I did hear that from the Bronx. I did hear that. Shout out to Cool Herc because he was in matter of fact, he was in the movie Beat Street. I heard it came from Cool Herc, and then I also heard that it had some foundation with the Zulu Nation also.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
What made around your time when you was out there, allegedly when you was on these streets and you had the boombox and all that, what you was playing when it come to hip hop? What you was rocking with? What you was playing?
Cool Mo D, LL Cool J, Just Ice.
You don't know nothing about no LL. You don't know shit about LL, bro. I got
Just Ice, KRS-One, Finesse and Some Quince. Of course, Rakim. Who else? Milk, MC Light, Sweet Tea, Salt and Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
It was somebody else I'm trying to say. The nigga, what's his name, man? Kwame. It was a few.
It's a few. Lot. What?
But Rakim did it for Brooklyn. I ain't gonna front. Rakim used to be my favorite MC. But then I ain't gonna front. Nas got it. Nas is my favorite MC.
I always tell this story, but people don't believe nothing. I don't know if it's 100% fact, but my grandmother told me that. Rest in peace to Grandma Element. You heard? She always told me that Rakim was my cousin.
I ain't gonna front. Rakim has always been the god. Like matter of fact, when it comes to his stature in hip hop is never gonna be touched to this day.
Never.
He's still doing tours. He just did a tour. Matter of fact, they just did a show on him. They showed it on Instagram. He just did a show in Philly the other night, and his son is also rhyming now. His son is an MC.
What?
Yeah, his son is nice. His son just did a freestyle with what's the young boy name? Corey Guns. He just did a freestyle with Corey Guns.
Oh, shout out to Corey Guns.
Fight.
I ain't gonna lie. I always thought Corey Gunn lyrically. I always thought Corey Gunn was one of the best from the Bronx.
Nice.
And what they call it underrated. I think he's very, very underrated.
Very underrated. Very, very.
Mm-hmm. Facts. What you since you come from the old era, right? Rest in peace of my pops. I ain't got my pops here to ask him these questions. I ain't got my pops here to ask these questions, so I would like to ask you.
Come on, get it.
What you when you, because you come from the era of where hip hop started and where hip hop was at its best. It was stories. It was things that you could use to go by your day. What you think about the new hip hop? Like, what changed hip hop? Why is hip hop like it is?
It's what it is. I think hip hop has evolved to so many categories. Like back in the days, we had all you really heard back in the days was the boot bap. But now the evolution is to me, drill rap. They got some type of house music that's hip hop. It's just I think it's just evolved to so many genres. But yeah, it's just evolved. It's still hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a massive ceremony or a mic control, but it's just everybody. It just seemed like it got a lot of. When it came to the radio, it had different streams. It had when we was in the park, it was different. Listen to people in the cipher to now.
It got more watered down, and now they're doing it for the money and not for the people. That's what I look at it as.
Yeah, because you got to understand when hip hop first came up, there was only a couple of like Priority and Arista and Sony. They was backing small hip hop platforms because I don't think that they knew the impact that it was going to have on the world. But I do have to say Priority and them is one of the first ones that actually put their money into it and invested into it, and then you see it just took off.
Copy. You think Biggie Smalls would have been the greatest rapper alive today if he was alive?
I used to say that, but then again, I used to say Big would be the greatest, but it's like it's so many different, like the Little Waynes, bro. Like it's a lot of people like Jay's and all that. It's like a lot of people that got they own hit with it. But Big
Yeah.
was, when it came to lyricists, see, lyrically, Big was one of the best. I can't give him the best. I can't give him the best because right now, Jadakiss is like really one of the, when it comes to lyrics, even though I feel, matter of fact, let me take that back. Black Thought from the Roots to me is one of the best lyricists out. That's a cold-blooded fact. But it's like the promotion. I mean the area that he goes to is more of upliftment, and then it's just like YouTube. You got like the positive rap is overlooked as opposed to the disrespect and the hurting and the killing rap. But Black Thought to me actually right now is the nicest MC alive. Black Thought.
Black Thought.
That's a fact.
I heard you said I could be bugging. I could be wrong. You said you met Biggie before, right?
That's my man. Yeah, I went to school, babe. That was my man.
Is he better than Pac?
I'm gonna say, all right, boom. Damn, that's a crazy question. When it comes to revolution, see, Pac to me wasn't. He was in hip hop, but he was like a revolutionist. Like he had a revolutionary style. So I can't say that Big was better than Pac. I can't say Pac was better than Big because they both had two different lanes to me.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying? They both they when it came to like when they was put together on freestyles and stuff like that, they both prevailed. But I can't give neither one of them the title.
It was different style. All right, so look, I give you a better one, right? If you had your own record label, right, and you heard Biggie and you heard Pac, they already got all their hits out, Juicy and Dead Mama, all that shit, right? And you got your own record label. You need to sign one artist. Which one you gonna sign?
I gotta say Big.
Okay.
Gotta say Big.
So you think that, me personally, I think I would, the reason, matter of fact, tell me your reason why you're signed Big.
Because say the truth, with the direction and certain things that was following Pac, I wouldn't have wanted to be involved with that. Because say for instance, what I mean is if I'd have gave him a deal and then I'd have had to give him promotion and been taking him around the world, God forbid, because of his political beef also, I'd have been worried about something happening to him. As along with Big, it just would have been like much more different. I'd have felt more safe with Big. As far as if something would have happened to Pac, I'd have felt bad. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knew his thought, everybody knew his mindset. So just like Suge, the reason why Suge came and grabbed him is because a host of reasons. They wasn't reaching out to him on the East Coast, and then he knew his heart was strong. He knew he had a real he wasn't no sucker. But then again, that also led to Pac's demise because I think, if just my opinion, if Suge would have been, and if Suge wouldn't have been so involved in the streets, maybe that whole situation that night with Orlando and them would have never erupted. Because Pac was loyal. He was real loyal. And because he was loyal to Suge and them for coming to, to his aid when he was arrested and people was turning their backs on him, his loyalty led to his demise, in my opinion. As opposed, if it had been Big, you know what I'm saying? Big was on some laid back, like personally knowing him, he wasn't Big, wanted to smoke blunts and chill with broads and write and take care of his moms, you know what I'm saying? But Pac was a revolutionary, so yeah.
He got that from his moms and his pops, right?
Yeah, because rest
I
in
heard,
peace. Yeah.
I heard his pops was a Black Panther and all that.
And his mother was too. Rest in peace to Afeni. And first of all, I don't believe that Afeni Shakur is Tupac's biological mother. I could be wrong. I really just don't think that that's, you know what I'm saying, from knowing the history about Pac. See, we was always told, allegedly, that Asada Shakur was Pac's mother. And because of the things that she had going on with the Black Panthers, she went through the thing where the police officers was killed in Jersey, where she had to fled to Cuba. I heard that Asada was the biological mother, but Afeni was who she left him with. because she
I
had to flee
I
with the
heard
queen.
something. I heard something like that though. I'm
Yeah, I
not going
did. We
front.
we heard that Asada was his mother.
I
You
heard
know what I'm
something
saying?
like
But we
that.
heard Athena was his either her sister or her cousin. And because of what she was into back that time with the revolutionary and everything, and because the police was killed and everything, so she had to leave and she fled America and went to Cuba because they couldn't go get out there. But I could be wrong. That's just what we heard back in the days. That shit
Yeah,
changes.
we hear a lot of shit. When it comes to this hip hop thing, right? You know, one thing I loved about hip hop back then when they used to have the battles, right? When it come to hip hop, what was one of the best battles to you? Like for instance, to me, I personally think, just to give you a hint, I think it was LL Cool J and Cannabis. And I think it was what's that nigga? What's her name? MC Light, who she was battling?
Okay, I got the top battles. I think I'm gonna give you the first real battle I saw. It was females. It was the real Roxanne versus Roxanne Shante. That was the
Mm,
Hispanic female that was with UTFO.
yeah.
And then the real Roxanne, you know what I'm saying, from Queens. I mean, excuse me, real Roxanne, and then Roxanne from Queens, and then KRS-One and MC Shan.
Okay.
And then what was the next one? It was KRS-One, MC Shan, and then MC Light versus Sweet Tea.
It was Sweet Tea?
Yeah, it was MC Light versus Sweet Tea.
I think that's what I was talking about.
And then it was the best to me. The best to me was Rakim versus Cool G Rap when they battled at the Coliseum. That was like '89.
I bet you don't remember this. Remember what's his name? The one that be doing what's his name?
Dougie Fresh.
And he battled somebody that do the same shit.
Dougie Fresh versus Bismarck.
Yeah, Bismarck.
God bless his soul. That's
God
a fact.
bless his, yo, that was fire though. Who won
But it
that
was
though?
three of them in that battle. See, it was three of them in that battle. It was Dougie Fresh, it was Bismarcky, and it was Buff, God bless his soul, from the Fat Boys.
Oh yeah.
That's a fact.
So do you think Dougie Fresh is the best?
Honestly, nah, I would have gave it to Big. I'd have gave it to Biz. But Doug, it's like because of him and Slick Rick's presence, he had more promotion and he was more on the radio as opposed to Bismarck was trying to come out, but Doug was already out so he's labeled now as the greatest entertainer ever. Shout out to my nigga Baby Grizz, you know what I'm saying? Because Dougie Fresh is married to his sister. That's a fact.
That's what's up. As a OG, I want to ask you because I want to see how the OGs feel about things that's going down in hip hop, right? So as a OG, what do you feel about Max B when it comes to hip hop? How you look at him? Do you know him? Do you hear him? Do you like his music? Do you think he's a great person to like? What you feel about Max B?
I got put on the Max B. Rest in peace when Stack Bundle was alive. When Stack was around, see Max B came from that camp, and then I remember Jim Jones. I got to give him his props when he came out with the Purple Gang, and then he came out with the Purple Bird Gang when he had Uncasa, 40 Caliber, J.R. Wright. It was a group of them. But when it comes to Max, I'm tell you the truth, it's like so many things that's coming out now with that. If we talking about him telling or his MCing is two different things. If he ratted, he ratted. You know what I'm saying? If he ratted, he ratted. I'm never gonna stand with a rat. But as far as his presence right now in hip hop, he's taking it over. He's actually taking it over to me. You know what I'm saying? Because right now there's nobody with the same anticipation except Fetty Wap. So that's who I'm looking for now to see how he do. Because Fetty Wap is home now. He's doing a lot of shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Fetty Wap. I see Fetty Wap came home doing his thing.
Yeah, he did a show that I seen the other night on YouTube actually, and he seemed like he got the same energy up and everything. So shout out to all them guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know none of them personally. I don't know them like that. But
yeah.
as far as their music, nah. Shout out to Max B because his music. See when it comes to a street, when it comes to like that, to come to that street shit, our minds is fucked up, including minds. You dig what I'm saying? But when it comes to the music, obviously the world is accepting them. You know what I'm saying? It's a new day, artist. It ain't the same. It ain't the same thing when we was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Even you got that same era. You know what I'm saying? You was raised around the same thing.
Speaking about the streets, right? Thanks for putting me on and reminding me. Speaking of the streets, right? You ever heard of a rapper called 5 Foreign?
Yeah, yeah.
And you heard of 21 Savage, right?
Of course.
So right now these brothers is going to war, right? Because I don't know if this is exactly what they're going to war for, but you know how they betrayed it. But so 21 Savage said, "Fuck the streets," and everybody is mad at him for saying "fuck the streets." Me as an OG, I want you to put your 2 cents in it after this, right? Me personally, I really say "fuck the streets." A lot of people is taking it in a different way. So now they like, oh, but you can't say "fuck the streets" because you came from the streets. You can't say "fuck the streets" because the people still in the streets. I looked at it as he basically saying "fuck the streets" because he came from the streets and he know the streets ain't shit. As an OG, will you say "fuck the streets"?
You know what? The reason I can't, you know why I can't, you know I can't go against him. You know why I have to understand what he's saying? Because when we was coming up, we really had nothing but drugs. You understand what I'm saying to you? So unfortunately, a lot of us embellished that lifestyle and took on certain things for whatever reason was to take care of themselves, to be in a better position, because it was a mind game to me. The reason why I have to agree with the whole terminology of "fuck the streets" now is because now we have more opportunities that we didn't have back in the days. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I can't knock the streets because some of the moral compass of the streets is what I live by. But then again, it's a topsy turvy, bro. Like it's a topsy turvy, man. Like the streets taught us, if somebody say something to you wrong, because a lot of us is emotionally out of contact with ourselves, we automatically supposed to be aggressive. Like, and it's now as I'm older, like certain stuff could just be avoided. You dig what I'm saying? As long as motherfucker ain't putting their hands on me, but it's like that shit is so fucked up, bro. Like it's a good and a bad. If it wasn't for the streets, I wouldn't know certain things and wouldn't have certain etiquette and moral about myself.
It's like like you said, it's a good and a bad thing. I will accept that part. It is a good and a bad thing, but me personally, me growing up in the streets, me seeing the streets, me seeing what the streets made me, right? If it wasn't for the streets, I probably wouldn't be a felon. If it wasn't for the streets, I probably would have did this. I probably would have did that. So when I look at, because if you think about it, a lot of us grew up and it's so many opportunities that we can't get because the streets fucked it up back then. The streets fucked it up for us because we was in the streets. We was felons. We was doing all kind of dirty shit. Now we got records that can't get us certain jobs today.
That's right.
So when I hear a person say "fuck the streets," and I know a lot of people want to be so street. Nah, as an OG, the shit that I seen happen in the streets, the shit I seen the streets make people beat, nigga, fuck the streets, bro. And to me, that's a perfect message for the kids. For a gangster rapper to say "fuck the streets," that's a perfect message for the kids. Fuck the streets. A lot of people take it in a different way. Oh, but how you gonna say "fuck the streets" when you come from the street? Niggas can't grow up. Like shout out to China Brim. He not saying "fuck the streets," but he's saying "fuck the streets" and by progressing. You feel me?
That's right. By elevating, by changing your mindset. That's right.
By changing your mindset, you don't have to say "fuck the streets" out your mouth. You can say "fuck the streets" by progressing.
That's right. Niggas and by getting a fucking job, trying to do something totally different. That's right.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Once a nigga leave the drug game and he go get a job, he basically saying "fuck the streets" without saying it, bro.
Yeah, because a hustle is a hustle. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas that work 2 and 3 jobs, and they money is up bigger than a lot of niggas that got to take crazy rest in the street, brisk in the street. So that's like I said, we was young, we didn't have computers. Now the children that's coming behind us now, they got so much more opportunities. Like so you know what I'm saying? We didn't have job resources unless it was summer youth. You know what I'm saying?
We either go to the beacons and go in there sweeping and shit.
When we got to high school, that's when they was finally doing co-op, where we go to school 1 week and then work 1 week, et cetera, setting us up for the real world. But nah, as far as the bullshit that come with the streets, fuck the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a fact. Because I don't want my son doing none of that bullshit. That shit is weird, bro. Like it fucked all of us up. We don't even think right because of the way we came up in the street, man.
Facts.
But it's not even normal. It's not normal the way a lot of us think, and then in our heart we think it's right.
Some
it's
of
right
us
because of principle, but it's not right because of moral conduct. You dig what I'm saying?
You know why I don't mind niggas saying fuck the streets, because in real life, right, as an OG, right, we could have a family, we family man, but when niggas tempt us, what comes back out of us? The streets. And when the streets come out of us, we go back to who we used to be.
That's right.
That's why, like, and when we go back to who we used to be, it's nasty. You could be the coolest family man, but when niggas get you in your bag, the streets come out. That's why I say fuck the streets, because the streets will get your ass in jail, bro. I love sharing at my house with my wife and my kids, nigga.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
If I'm going outside, it's the shop, work, or to pick up wifey. I don't hate with nobody.
This too. The streets are so. This is something I tell. This is a little jewel I'm gonna give everybody. If they searching, don't go to the party.
Man,
that's a fact. If it's a place where there's a bunch of security and stuff like that, don't go to the party. See, I've learned as I got older, going to certain different places. I done been in parties and clubs, say the truth, where the thing is person gonna happen is fall on their face because they might be a little tipsy. Going to another party where next thing you know, somebody gonna start shooting or stabbing or running around. Nah, it's like certain things we gotta learn to get away from, man. You can't expect a different outcome doing the same thing.
You know what it is? When we grow up, we learn a lot. Yo, Dice, I'm not even gonna lie. If I could wake up out of a dream and my whole life was a dream, and I wake back up the age of 11 with the same mind thought I got now, oh my God.
Well, I say that all the time. God knows.
Son,
I wish I'd really listened. I really wish I listened to my parents, like my moms and them told me. I didn't have to be in the street. I chose to be in the street. It's a difference.
And that's how I speak to my kids. I try to speak to them because I can't redo my life, but I can relive my life with my kids and put them on. So I try to get it like, yo, I'm telling you, when you get 20, you're gonna wish you did this. Know what I mean?
Right.
Facts.
That's like I heard my man talking the other day because my man about to get married, right? And he was talking about a wedding ring. He was talking about a wedding ring he was getting ready to get. So I showed me the ring and everything like that online and everything. And the ring was about maybe a little bit under 12 grand, right? And what I told him was, I said, yo, is the woman you marrying, is she in love with you or is she in love with the ring? He was like, what you mean? I said, if she really, really in it for you, don't spend $10,000 on no ring. Just get her a regular ring, but put $10,000 into an iniquity. Put it into an iniquity fund, because if you put $10,000-15,000 into an iniquity fund in 10 years, if y'all plan on still being I'm thinking about the long run. I told my man this. If you put $10,000-15,000 into an iniquity fund, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't really understand that they're giving us the chance to spend our money and grow our money also. If you put $10,000-15,000 into an iniquity fund, that's $250,000 after 10 years.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want the big ring, y'all gonna be together, you know what I'm saying, in your mind, 10 years, you know what I'm saying? They might gonna be together 20 years. If that's the case, that's $500,000 after 20 years, because a lot of people have another wedding after 20 years. So instead of just wasting all the money on the first one, if you really in love with the person, wait the 10, 15 years, get that big money and go out and do it big, you know what I'm saying, and celebrate each other for the trials and tribulations y'all went through, because a lot of people today getting married for the hype. They're not getting married for each other no more, man.
You see, Dad, you see a lot of people when it came to, I don't know what sector that was, but on that other sector, they used to always be like, y'all not even married. Y'all be together. Listen, only
y'all, whether it's on paper or not, y'all are actually married, because New York state of law means 7 to 8 years means y'all married.
Yeah.
Y'all are literally married. First of all, a lot of people not even supposed to get married. You know why? Because that paperwork involves a lot of privacy. A lot of privacy. If it's working for y'all, y'all do what y'all supposed to do, man. Y'all ain't doing it. Y'all doing it for you and your family. You and y'all ain't fuck what everybody else talking about, man.
That's a whole fact.
Else talking. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole fact. Be the ones that don't. They ain't been with a female for 7 years. You know what 15 years with one lady feel like? That's love.
I ain't mad at you. That's right, because that's when you know somebody love you. Because if you with somebody 10, 15 years, it's gonna be a bunch of sucker shit on both sides. It's gonna be a time when you on her nerves and when she get on your nerves.
We went through hell.
That's real.
We laugh at certain shit we went through. I'm in my 40s. I met Tizu when we was in our 20s. We laugh about shit that happened when we was in our 20s. It's the funniest shit in the world.
I asked my grandmother after my grandfather passed away because they had 46 years. So I asked him, I said, yo, how y'all get 46 years like that, grandma? And the smoothest answer she told me, she said, because we wanted to be together. See, when you really want to be with somebody, I don't give a, it's only like, I tell nobody, don't be letting nobody beat on you. You don't be going through no physical nonsense. No, nothing like that. Because it's going to be ups and downs. But if you really want to be with somebody, man, anything could be overcame. Cheating, that shit is nothing. Because usually cheating comes from somebody feeling unappreciated or somebody just feeling like it's over. Kids, even when you have kids, there's people that done had kids on each other.
When the female
raises the
when the
child,
female cheat is different.
Yeah. See, first of all, I don't know. I was raised different. People may laugh at me when I say this. My grandfather told me cheating and fucking is two different things. You dig what I'm saying? See, when you fucking somebody, y'all just meeting up, getting a nut. Bye. See you later. But when you cheating, you start getting involved with people, family members and friends and family. I mean, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but people have to realize, man, people are human, man. Things happen, man. And a lot of men, as men, we was taught not to express what's bothering us, or we was taught not to be vulnerable. And that's what the streets fucked us up with that too. You dig what I'm saying? As opposed to women. See, this is what I've seen. Men are men are in relationships for love, and women are in relationships for convenience. It's a difference.
Don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud.
That's just my opinion. I'm not.
Don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud.
The stuff. Think about it. Let's think about this. All right, boom. When it comes to a relationship, the things that are put on the table for men, you got to be a provider. You want to be safe, et cetera, et cetera. Men don't put that on women. When we get with women, we're not getting with women because we want them to take care of us. We get with them because we're in love. You know, I just said this on the show the other night. If a man as a billionaire walks into McDonald's and sees a young lady behind the counter, if he physically is attracted to her, he'll do anything to win her over. But a female billionaire won't do that. She work at McDonald's. She just see a nigga that's working in McDonald's. Like I said, men, we marry for love, and women, they in relationships for comfort and convenience. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I think that's my opinion too.
That's just my opinion.
A fact.
Word up. Because like you said, a lot of women was told, well, if he ain't got a job, fuck him, girl. And if he ain't got no car, what could he do? Like the first thing some women tell their daughters is, what can he do for you? Like I heard a woman say, she threw a man out because her family was asking her, if you got a man in the house, how come you're struggling? You're struggling because you're struggling. They ain't got to do because the man in your house. If the man is there or not, you're still struggling.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But some people, you know, they're raised with
you gotta get up, get out, and do something.
You got to, bro. It's like some people just have a different reality on reality. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Facts. My pops always told me, you know the difference between a female and a man? We're gonna say a girl and a boy. Boys is always trained as boys to grow up and be providers and men.
That's right.
Girls is always trained to, you gotta find somebody to be your provider.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If he ain't doing this, don't mess with him. But as boys, we was taught, yo, you gotta treat her like a lady, treat her like a, I mean?
That's just like in cheating. It's like they say, when men cheat, we cheat down. When women cheat, they cheat up. Pay attention. Let me give you a jewel. When a nigga cheat, he not thinking about no money. So it could be like to everybody else, oh, fuck that bum bitch. Why you fuck that? But when a woman cheat, she makes sure if the nigga has a better, if something goes down with the nigga she fucking with, she's in a better position if they break up. It's a difference. It's a big difference.
And when a man cheat, he don't care. When a female cheat, she's in love.
You know what? You know, my mother told me that now. Now, what you just said is my mother always told me, women, if some women, not all, but if
not all
was to physically be with another man, that has something to do with love. But if a nigga was to physically be with another woman, that has something to do with a nut. It's a difference.
There's a whole difference. That's the reason why people be like, yo, if a nigga, like when your female cheat, that's the reason why men really get more angrier, because it's a different, not saying it's cool to cheat, but it's a difference when a female cheat, bro.
Yeah, because if we choose you, we choose you. See, let me explain something. They said one time they want to know how come a man will stay after his woman cheat, because we choose them. You know what I'm saying? Like people say we grew up like that. Oh, the nigga fighting this one because his girl might have did this and
Yo,
did that.
Dice,
Because we choose. Yeah.
I'm petty. If I ever found out my girl cheat, as long as I've been with my wife Tizzle, we gonna say Tizzle, right? If I find out she cheated, I would stay with her. What they call it, physically.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you where you're wrong at. Me and my cousin got into an argument over that. That's wrong. Just my opinion. You know why? Because, all right, boom. Let me give it to you like this. I got a cousin that he used to come around. Every time he come around, because he lives further away, every time he comes around, he's coming where he's about to cheat or quote unquote. And I asked him one day, I said, yo, bruh, how come, what if every time you going out doing your thing, X, Y, and Z is doing their thing? And what he said to me was, I'm gonna leave her. And what I said to him was, why? I said, why would you leave her? He said, because that's my woman. That's my baby mother. I said, but you her man. You her baby father. He said, it's a difference. No, it's not. See, this is me. If I cheated on somebody, this is dead real. A lot of people may not agree with this. They might do. If I cheated on somebody, right, whether the reason is something that makes sense to me or not, and my woman decided to stay with me, I can't get mad at her if something happened where she decided to cheat. You know why? Because I got to put myself in the state of mind where she was at when she was going through it. I'm just different, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just deal with reality. If I'm good enough to put my dick in another chick, she might be good enough to take some cock in her head. It's just the game, bro. It's just the game. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be cheated on. Nobody.
Facts.
But things happen, bro. It's just my thing is,
I grew up and I grew up and I realized cheating is not even worth it, bro. I ain't gonna front like and me and my wifey began our relationship. It was like, nigga, you're not mine, you're just my wifey. But when you grow into a relationship, it's like cheating is disgusting. I ain't gonna lie, it's disgusting. I think
that's a fact.
it's disgusting.
So you gotta grow into that. You gotta
you gotta grow into that.
Men, we real scary. Like when it comes to a shootout, I'm ready to go. When it comes to me getting my heart broke, slow down for a minute. You dig? It's a difference. It's a difference. It's really a different. It's a different day. I can't knock nobody for what they did. I can knock somebody for disrespecting. Now, if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. And if you feel as though that it's worth working out, and I feel as though it's worth working out, we got to do that because certain things, man, things happen, man. I just deal with reality, bro. I ain't never been one.
That's a fact.
I'd rather you tell me the truth than tell me a lie. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what happened. Tell me what you did, and then I gotta respect you more for that because if you're just doing something because you want to do something, that's selfishness. That's selfishness. But some people really go through the fact where, you know what I'm saying, they be upset and make the wrong decision out of anger.
So
everybody does it, bro. Well, human beings do, not robots.
Let me ask you a question, right? Because they always say this. They say, why, if a man go out there and bust 5 girls' asses, he a pimp?
Hold on, let me go out, come back.
I'm good. I'm good. Somebody tell me in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Somebody say they can hear me. Somebody let me know they can hear me. Somebody let me know they can hear me. Somebody let me know. Do I gotta change my headphones? Am I good? Somebody let me know I'm good. Somebody let me know am I good. All right, copy. I'm good. But I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning of a relationship, cheating was so fun and cool. That shit corny now. Especially when you build a female for so long. It's so much shit going on in this world. So many diseases. Like, who wanna cheat? I'm waiting for Dice to pull back up. I got some more hip hop questions for Dice. cheating is a waste of time. Work the situation out if you're in one or more. That's a fact, New York. That's a fact. Oh, let me move this shit. I'm waiting for Dice to put back up. But yeah, that cheating shit, man, that shit corny. I ain't gonna lie, I'm 41. I'm 41. That shit corny. I want to be with my wife forever. I love my wife. People say it because I'm not married. Oh, why you calling her your wife? You're not married. Why you calling her your wife? Nigga, we married in heart and strength and spirit and soul. Shit that y'all would never understand. Shit y'all would never understand. Let me drop the link just in case Dice probably be in the building again. All right, we got Dice. We got Dice.
I couldn't hear you no more, my boy. I couldn't hear you.
You can hear me now? I'm good?
Crystal clear. You in there like Vladimir. You hear me saying?
Copy. But like before you got out of here, I was like, at the end of the day, right?
I'm trying to read this shit. Cheating is a waste of time. Work the situation out. Nah, sometimes let me tell you something. I disagree with what Nikki said. Let me tell you something. Sometimes a bitch needs some other dick to recognize what she got. Sometimes a nigga needs some pussy to recognize what he got. That's just a fact.
That sounds crazy.
Fantasy worlds, man. Them fantasy worlds have you alone fucked up for real. Sometimes the bitch gotta go suck some cock to see what she really got in a person. See, because that's a physical action. See, anybody can get a hell of a nut every day, right? But nobody can get a hell of a feeling. My grandmother always told me this. She said, you may not remember what a person done to you, but you will always remember what a particular person or how they made you feel. It's a difference. It's a difference, man. And sometimes, yo, let me explain something to you. That goes for me and mine. If she feel as though it's something out there that's better for her, go get it. You dig what I'm saying? Because I ain't no hater. You understand? If you feel as though it's something out there better than what I can offer you, I wish you the best. I swear to God, I ain't one of them niggas, man.
Dice, you sound like you was a cheater for a long. You sound like you was a cheater.
No, I wasn't a cheater, but I was. Let me tell you something. You know what my problem was back in the days? I had a low tolerance. I had a low tolerance for things I didn't understand. So that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Me, if see, when we was coming up in the street, I never was taught to sit up and be like, yo, you know, this is hurting me. What you doing? Let's talk about it. Or I'm out. You hurt me, I'm gone. Ain't nothing else to talk about. See, that was my fault. That's not who I am today. When we came up in the streets, oh, your chick giving you a certain vibe, cut the bitch off. You dig what I'm saying? That's how they taught us in the street. That's not the real world. That's just that fucked up street mentality. You know what I'm saying? Remember, like I said, when we was coming up, we wasn't looked upon like we was supposed to be vulnerable or open up about things that was bothering us. Because we was told, yo, why you complaining? Just suck it up. Be a man. Remember they told men they shouldn't cry. Remember they said we shouldn't cry? That's the dumbest shit they ever taught us in the street, man.
Yeah, and that what got the streets fucked up. Because men, now you got people out here that hide their feelings, and when people hide their feelings, Dice, when it's time to take it out, they catch a body. Because they gotta hide their feelings, because they gotta be a man. I gotta be a man. I can't cry. I gotta suck this up. But when it's time to, then niggas let that feeling out and they catch a body, bro.
Yo, you know what I told somebody the other day, man? You know why I really don't even be giving a fuck about none of that shit no more? A lot of my feelings left when my mother died, you dig? So it's just like a dice game with me. You know, some nights I'm gonna leave with a bunch of money, then some nights I'm not.
That's a fact.
That's just who I am, man. I don't trust people like that no more. And I know that's fucked up. Nah, every time I trust somebody, it's something they do. You know what I'm saying? It's something they do to make
it never fail,
man.
It never failed, Dice.
Like, why would you do that to me? You dig what I'm saying? Like, damn. And I don't give a. It's not about no. See, my thing is, I'm different. It's not about no. I've never been no sucker like that. It's just, yo, let me tell you something. If you lie to me once, you'll kill me twice. If you keep something from me, you'll let a nigga kill me. And once I got that in my mind that you against me, ain't nothing gonna never change that. Nothing.
Facts.
Nothing, man. Nothing. For real.
Facts. Now, let me ask you some. I got a hip hop question for you.
Go ahead.
So we got the East Coast, the West Coast, and the South, right?
Mm-hmm.
From your time to this time, when it comes to the East Coast, who you think is the top 2 artists in the East Coast?
2 top artists in the East Coast. The 2 top artists right now in the East Coast.
In the East Coast.
Whew. In the East Coast, the top artists as of now,
from your time to now. So we basically saying this person was one of the persons that came out the East, and he was one of the greatest. Dead, alive, now, yesterday, the past.
Jadakiss. I got Jadakiss
Mm.
in the East Coast. I got Jadakiss and I got Jadakiss and Busta Rhymes.
Busta?
That's a fact.
Wow, I know Busta. Nah, shout out to Busta. He's my top 20. But
I give him as far as East Coast right now, as far as because a lot of things that he's doing in the background, a lot of things that people don't know about as far as his Busta and Jada. I'm not a big Busta Rhymes fan. I'm talking about his performance, what he's still doing in hip hop. The best lyricist to me right now is Papoose.
I thought that. As
far as lyrically, I don't think nobody can touch him. That's just my opinion. Nobody. I'm talking about nobody.
So if Jada and Papoose go at it, you got Pat?
See, I love Jada for the performance. See, he's an entertainer. All that. Like, I like his flow, but when it comes to, I give it just like Lloyd and Fab. I got Fab. I got Fab. I remember in 90, what was that, 97? No, that wasn't. No, excuse me. No, that wasn't. That was like 2000, 2002. There was 2 mixtapes out. It was Lloyd Banks versus Fabulous, and then it was Styles P versus Lloyd Banks.
It was a mixtape, right?
Niggas. Yeah, Fab killed niggas. Like, Fab is really underrated, bro. Like, that nigga's dangerous, bro. And I ain't saying that because I know Kane. And shit, we can send Fab to the store. But nah, Fab is really dangerous, bro.
I was telling them on the last show. You see that Fabulous shot at 50. I said, yo, I want to see 50.
And he didn't even go hard. He didn't even go hard.
That was light. That was light.
That was light. That was light. Fab is very dangerous, bro. That was light. He was just playing with 50 like, yo, chill, OG.
Yeah, he was basically saying, nigga, I still got bars and I'm fabulous, nigga.
That's a fact. Fab is one of the most underrated. First of all, the Soul tapes. A lot of people haven't even heard the Soul Tape series by Fab. That nigga's dangerous, bro. Yeah. And then what's the last one he did? The last mixtapes he did. What's the name of the shits, man? In the cartoon on the character, man. I got it on my thing. Fab is dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
But then again, they don't hear him because a lot of people can't really compute to his mindset. The nigga got punchlines that'll slip through a sand hole if you don't understand what he's saying.
You know what it is? Jadakiss said it the best. Only dead rappers get better promotion.
That's a fact.
I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna say this: if Fabulous passed away, they're gonna mark him like the top 2.
That's just like, first of all, you got to think about the same thing with Pac. They wasn't really talking about Pac like that until he died.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Pac was around, but people fail to realize they wasn't really talking about Pac like that. You know what I'm saying? And Pac is from New York. He was born at Harlem Hospital. Like, a lot of people think he's from the West Coast. He's not from the West. He's born just like Jordan. People think Jordan from North Carolina. Jordan was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he went to Chicago, right? Or I'm bugging.
He was born in Brooklyn, and then his mother and father moved to North Carolina. He got a brother that actually played ball better than him, but he had a problem with addiction.
So Jordan never lived in Chicago?
No, he played ball out there.
Oh wow, I thought he was from
remember,
Chicago.
He was. That's why he went to Chicago from North Carolina.
Okay.
Remember, he was with the North Carolina. He played for North Carolina for all them years and got them and then went straight to Chicago. The niggas from the best, like they call him the best basketball. He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
He's from Brooklyn.
All right, so I got another one. Now let's go to the West. Who you think is the top 2 people from the West?
Oh man,
I got Game and Kendrick Lamar.
I got Kendrick Lamar and E40.
Ooh, E40. I fuck with it. Y'all fuck with E40.
I ain't gonna front now.
What you know about E40?
Say, son.
What you know about E40, nigga?
Come on now, I ain't gonna front now. Now that big nigga got something to, even though he has a funny unorthodox style.
Now it's fire.
Just like Jada, just like excuse me, what's his name? Just like ODB, rest in peace. A son, he didn't have this the flow like everybody was looking for. He had his own style, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But E40 is really, really nice, bruh.
So you get
Kendrick is really, really nice, bro.
Yeah, Kendrick. I think Kendrick is better than Nas. They gonna get mad at me tomorrow. I think
Nah, you
Kendrick.
got a point. First of all, you know what? You want to hear something funny? You know what? I'm not gonna say that he's better than Nas, but I will say his catalog can be compared to Nas's because of what his impact on music. Like he's really done some really big things as far as the
Yes.
artist that hasn't been out that long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He did the Super Bowl, bro, and killed it.
Yeah.
And he packed Drake up. You dig what I'm saying? So
He got Drake out of here.
packed Drake up, bro.
The-
I watched
the-
matter of fact, if you pull it up on YouTube, I want you to pull up when you get a chance, pull up Kendrick Lamar's concert when he was in California. I'm talking about, yo, listen to me. He did that song "They Not Like Us" like 9 times.
Yeah.
Listen to me. He had all the biggest Bloods, Crips, Mexican. He had all the top dogs of top dogs on stage in peace. You dig it up? That's powerful, bro. See, I worry about brothers like that because they remind me of like the whole concept of like that's why they killed Bob Marley and killed Garnet Silk. When you got the power and killed Big and killed Pac, when you got the power to bring different coasts together and have them equally looking at each other on a peaceful mission, that's very dangerous to the government, bro.
That's a fact. Yes.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying?
And he dead ass brung the West out. He shined for the
He
West.
brought out. And listen to me, that nigga had niggas on stage that really don't be on TV, son. So he must be loved. See, that has nothing to do with fear. That's why somebody say, what lasts longer, fear or love? Love, to me, is more important.
What you think about? All right, because we were talking about the West, right? And you said I heard you say Kendrick. And what you think about when it comes to the West? What about Snoop? What about my son Game?
I want some more from Game. You dig what I'm saying?
You don't think Game did enough?
So much stuff. Well, you know what I think fucked up Game, and that's with anything.
Yo, Trey, that's you, Trace?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's copy. I think Game got caught up with tell you the truth, that with the lawsuits and you know the shit with the this one suing him and that one suing him. God damn it! If every time I turned around artists, I was getting sued for $2 and $3 million, I couldn't rhyme no more neither. You understand what I'm saying?
But I besides all that, right? You don't think Game? All right, I ain't gonna front because Game got nothing to do with Kendrick. But you don't think Game, when it comes to the era that we in now, right? Because it became to a hardcore industry, right? So you don't think since it's at a hardcore industry, you don't think Game needs to be top 5 from LA?
No.
I put YG over Game.
Yeah, no.
Now, Trey,
you got Dr. Dre, you got Snoop Dogg, you got Corrupt, you got Daz, you know, the little Dog Pound Gang.
You got Nate Dogg.
I could put before Game. I'm gonna say
that. Nah, Trace, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't say nothing wrong. So let me say it a little clearer. And you probably tell me the same shit, right? But when we look at hip hop, right, and we see how hip hop expand, right, and we see that when it comes to the West Coast, we had niggas like the NWA, we had all that, right? But when it comes to what's going on in hip hop today, you don't think Game is the top West Coast rapper?
He's a West Coast pioneer, but he's not top tier.
Copy.
Don't get it fucked up. Game brought out some shit. Well, a lot of people don't know. Game brought out some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he made it cool to actually bring that Cali swag back and all of that. I mean, I get all that. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want to know my true opinion about it, Game was too busy trying to be like Eazy-E. To me,
I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's what made me like Game. But I think Game is no rainbows.
To all the rest of the West Coast members, I don't see them trying to, they shout out people and give they proper duels and shit like that. But
facts. I think Game is no rainbows. I think Game is the hardest to ever come out of the West Coast since Tupac.
Hell no. Fuck no.
He shut 50 down.
That's like me coming up here saying I think Fat Joe harder than Rakim. You see how that sound?
Nah. When it like I said, when it comes to hip hop and when it comes to coasters, yo, Dice, you still in the building, Dice?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
All right, I say when it come because we know that hip hop always evolve. Hip hop go further. Like for instance, we got drill, right? So when it comes to the West Coast, we gotta give Game kept the West Coast alive better than a lot of people. We didn't even know Game was from the West until he said it because he had that New York flow.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
fact.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
But
does have a different. He has a different flow. That's a fact. But I give it to YG over Game. I would give as far as more influence. I would give it to YG over Game.
I can
As
agree
far
with
as
that.
West Coast, as
I
far
can
as the
agree with
West
that.
Coast.
Matter of fact, I give it to Roddy Rich over Game because Roddy Rich got more hits than Game do.
Shout out to Roddy Rich. But
Oh, that's that little young boy. That's right. That's that little young boy. That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
I put
different
the
era.
40s on the Jeep. Man, that shit was hard as hell, nigga.
Come on,
That was hard, nigga.
Yeah, yeah,
yo,
yeah.
bro, that's a different era because we gotta pay attention, right? Don't forget when Game came out under G Unit for the first time and Dr. Dre and Eminem, he had the West Coast. He brung West Coast back. Snoop couldn't bring the West Coast back, bro.
Nah, Game first album. It's a class. It's never going. Yeah, we was playing that shit in Brooklyn like we was from LA, man.
Nobody brung LA back like Game, bro. Game made New York
Kendrick,
niggas
first Game
love
and then Kendrick. That's a fact.
Kendrick. Nah, I'm gonna tell you one thing about Kendrick. Kendrick always been hot, but he never had that. Okay, West Coast is back. He just had that great artist. When the Game came out, West Coast is back.
I mean, like I said, he was one. He did his shit. I can't knock you for that. He did his shit, especially the song Dreams. I like Dreams. Dreams was a hard song. You know what I'm saying? He was reminiscing on all the Game members they lost, all the people that was caught up in innocent shootings and shit like that. That was one of the hardest songs I ever heard from Game.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was fire. But like I said, when you talk about legendary, you got to put a little Too Short in there. You got to put a little Earl Stevens in there. Shout out to my nigga, Tell Me When to Get Up. You know what I mean? You got to put some. Listen, Game to me, Game did good when he was with 50. Game could have been another Dre and M, another God damn, what's that group name? I love them niggas, man. They old school rappers. Not NWA, not NWA. I'm talking about some New York rappers now.
Oh, okay.
All right. What was some niggas' name? God damn. EMPD. They
okay.
EPMD.
Right, yeah. Right. So if Game would have stuck with 50 and they would have never fell into that little fallout, now this conversation probably would have been a little bit different.
Hold on. Game got bigger, no rainbows. Game got bigger without 50. We gotta stamp that.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah, but through TV shows and deals and shit like that, and he wasn't getting all of that until he was a G Unit member. Because you got to think about it. Game was a rapper way before he signed on the G Unit.
Yeah. Dr. Dre supposed to have signed him, but Dr. Dre is the one that brought him to G Unit. But he supposed to have been signed to Dr. Dre. That's how good he was. He was gonna be Dr. Dre's first West Coast artist, bro. That's how good he is.
Just like Eve was gonna be Dr. Dre first East Coast female rapper.
That's a fact.
But Dre said he couldn't do nothing with her. You feel what I'm saying? And when Dre feel like he can't do something with something, he gonna toss it off to the next underdogs. He's the big dog. So he got to be careful what he bring out because all this shit is coming out of his budget. You see what I'm saying? Other rappers have to go through industries to get that budget. He don't have to do that. It's almost like Barack Obama being president and President Trump. Barack Obama spending state money. Trump spending oil money.
Facts.
Yeah, it's a difference.
So, yo, Dice, let me since Trey just pulled up, right? Trey, I'm gonna rewind the question, right? Who's the top 2 best artists you think came out of the East?
No doubt. Like no jokes. All jokes to the side. I got to give it to the Godfather, Rakim. Got to give it to the Godfather, Rakim. And I'm gonna say the nigga KRS-One, cause he was the first conscious rapper to me.
Yeah, that's
He was
fire. That's fire.
he was one of them hard ass conscious rappers that I used to listen to.
That's fire. That is fire. That is fire. That is fire now.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Fire.
Now, who's your top two? Even though we just talking about the West, right? Who's the top two that came out the West?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Oh shit, I'm glad this ain't drink champs. I had to drink me a shot with this one. Damn.
Yeah, get your shot on, nigga.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Dice, what you said, Dice? Because I said Game and Kendrick Lamar.
Nah,
I said Kendrick and E40.
I mean, now hold on, wait a minute. Let's rekindle the statement. Let's rekindle the statement now. Is we talking old school rappers or new school rappers?
Any class.
Any
Yeah,
class. Any class. Okay, all classes around.
Yeah.
Like I said, I definitely got to go with Uncle Snoop. That's number one. Dre,
Shout
he was Dre was okay, but Dre was just a great producer. So he wasn't really no good rapper. He was just a great producer.
Facts.
But I have to give it to Snoop, and I would have to give it to oh shit. So man. I know Snoop gonna be number one. Shit. I can't think of number two, man. Give me a second. I'll bring out number two. Let me think on that. I don't want to say the wrong shit and the West Coast niggas getting on Trey's ass. Nah, I'm good. Yeah. Give me a second. For my opinion, I'm number one, definitely will go to Snoop. Number two, I probably would say it's gonna be in between Eazy-E or the old Earl Stevens, not the new one, the old one. You know what I mean? The old Earl Stevens. The old shit.
I'm about to say, it better be old.
Too Short was kind of all right too, but that wasn't my kind of idea of rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that wasn't my kind of idea.
Rest in peace is Too Short. Everybody liked it Too Short. I liked him less than a lot of people liked him. I never thought Too Short was fire. Rest in peace, though. So look.
Nah, the reason why Too Short has to get his props is because
I won't say he wasn't fire, but like Doc said, you got to get a nigga his props though. The nigga definitely is a great pioneer. He was a great pioneer for the world.
I give Too Short his credit for the work he put in, but he was never like an artist I can be like, let me put on Too Short. I'm not gonna lie, but I give him his credit for the work he put in.
But he brought out a lot of the artists that you could put on.
Yeah.
See, he had his own. See, he started. A lot of people don't know. Short started the first record label in Cali for underground rappers.
Yeah.
And they all left him. Everybody left for bigger deals. They can't knock him for that, but nah, the nigga he's really one of the pioneers out there now. And he got his own style. That's why I gotta respect him too. He got his own style. You dig what I'm saying?
I give him credit. I give him his credit. I couldn't listen to him like that.
I would have gave it to Tupac from New York. I can't be biased like that. That's y'all rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the West Coast rapper. He just so happen to move out there and become something, but really that's y'all rapper, you know what I'm saying? So like, I would have put Tupac in the ideal, but he's not from there. We talking about the rapper that actually came from the West Coast, like born and raised, know the streets, know the hoods and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we said Uncle shout out to Snoop,
and I would give
it. I ain't gonna lie. I should have Snoop is not better than Game, bro. We talk about lyrics. Snoop not better than Game. I think we looking at Snoop as who he is, but Snoop not better than Game.
Man, Snoop has some tough shit out there.
Now he did.
I mean, much as you want to say Game can spit, I mean, I understand that. You know what I mean? Game. Because he got that new age flow. So he gonna sound good like that. But
Trey, you know what it is? When it comes to hip hop, we always looking at the people that started, the people that did this, the people that came out, the people that's legendary, but we're not paying attention to the art, like who could really rap. I don't think Snoop could rap better than Game or Kendrick.
No doubt. No, Snoop can't. But
his performance.
To put Snoop albums next to Game albums and Kendrick albums, it's not even a comparison, brother.
And you know why it's not a comparison? Because it's more
No comparison.
classy. No, it's more classy. I'm telling you, if Snoop would have dropped them albums in our days, it'd be trash. It's because it's classy.
I only got 2 songs by Snoop I listened to. That's Rollin' Endo
And
the
Gin and
one he
Juice.
came back with Dr. Dre when they squashed their problems.
Yeah,
I've
that
never
murder,
really been a Snoop-
murder was the case that they gave me. That was
That
my
was fire
shit.
one too. Hold on,
That was fire.
That was fire.
And
too. That's right.
and Gin and Juice is the hottest thing that I like of him.
Street, smoking
Endo, sipping on gin and juice.
Yeah,
That's the hottest thing.
Laid back.
Yeah.
All right, so no rainbows. This is gonna be an advantage for Trays. This is gonna be an advantage. We already went from the east to the west, right? So we're gonna double down to the south. Give me 2 rappers that you think is the best from the south. Me personally, I say Lil Wayne and Andre 3000.
I mean, that's a good lineup. I mean,
Ludacris, Scarface.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good lineup. I can't hate on that. That's good. That's great. That's good.
Like when it comes to the South, it's something about that nigga Ludacris, bro.
Now, Ludacris,
yeah.
He's
that
like
nigga's something dangerous now. But Scarface, he hit me for the streets.
I always wanted to see Ludacris and Busta Rhymes do a versus.
That would never happen.
That'd be fire though. They the same people.
It would never happen.
Fire.
They the same people from different cultures. You dig?
I would give it the bus. I would give it the bus.
Nah, yo, Dice. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I think I said this before, and then I went back and I had to go listen to Ludacris. Don't sleep on Luda.
That nigga different now. That nigga Ludacris is different now.
But I give it to Bus. But Luda. What? Oh, she said Jeezy. Shout out to Young Jeezy. But Young Jeezy is better than Luda.
No.
He's not better than Lil Wayne or Andre 3000.
No.
Lil Wayne. Now Andre 3000, that's really an underrated rapper, bro.
Yes.
I mean,
that nigga's dangerous, bro.
He is.
That's funny. Erica Badu baby mother nigga is dangerous, nigga.
He is because, like I said, he was another one of them guys that opened up the door for that conscious music, and them conscious lines, they hit hard because we actually go through those struggles. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't relate to being a gangster, but everybody can relate to the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So, personally, me, when it comes to the South, and who's the top tier in the South, them niggas 8 Ball and MJG opened a lot of doors for niggas.
That's a fact.
And Bump B.
Yeah, Bump B, UGK. Definitely UGK. But
that nigga Scarface,
none of them niggas didn't have a style like Jermaine Dupri. Even though Jermaine Dupri wasn't a real good rapper.
Come on, get out of here.
Get this nigga 10 seconds.
Get a nigga 10 seconds.
Get this nigga 10 seconds.
Shout out to T.I.
Ain't nobody in the South. Ain't nobody in the South sold more records than this nigga Jermaine Dupri.
He ain't lying about that. He's not lying.
Man, ain't no nigga
he's not lying about that, artist.
Nobody.
He's not lying, but Jermaine Dupri only sold album because of the people that he produces. Like,
yeah, I didn't even know that nigga catalog was that long, son.
Yeah, but you gotta remember now, him and the Brat was a fucking
jump. Chris Cross to make you jump.
Artie, hold up, Artie. We talking hip hop now. If we're gonna talk hip hop, let's talk that hip hop shit. You got to remember now, for the longest, him and the Brat was duos. So. Man, nigga, what? Nigga, that was one of the hardest.
I ain't gonna front. That was my shit. My dumb ass was there. So funky.
Man, what?
The Brat was my baby mother until she got back.
Now. You got to remember now, after Jermaine became that little dancer and that little ballerina now, he started doing it.
I ain't gonna front. I got the Brat pregnant. They ain't gonna front. A lot of people don't know that. That was my baby mother.
Who, the
Brat? She got fat on me. Yeah, she got fat.
Yeah, she's fat. Yeah, that motherfucker fat.
That motherfucker look like Lawrence Taylor right now, son.
Ain't the Brat, she married to a female. She married to a female, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they just had a baby too. That baby gonna be the richest baby in the world.
Yeah.
Beautiful
little
baby.
They didn't have a kid, but she ended up having a kid for them. Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shout out to the Brat. She was a beautiful lady, bro.
She's still beautiful.
I wish I could have been that. I wish I could have been that nigga that could have put that baby on her. I'd put twins on her.
She just looked like Lawrence Taylor a little bit.
Man, I'm talking about that motherfucker is fat to death, and this motherfucker got a nerve to walk around with a bag of his clothes on. Girl, get the fuck out of that shit.
Let me ask you a question, right? This is a good one. I couldn't get it out last week, right? If it's only about R&B records, right?
Okay.
Who will win? Ja Rule or Fabulous?
Hold on, wait a minute. Rewind. Hold on. Rewind.
If
What?
they only play they R&B records, who will win? Ja Rule or Fab?
Fab.
Fab.
Fab, nigga, you crazy? Fab got about 90 joints with Lil Mo, son.
You gonna shit on y'all gonna shit on Ja like that? Like Ja ain't got shit with Mo and Ashanti?
About his
I mean, don't get me wrong. The little frog voice is cool. You know, the little song he did with Ashanti, that was nice. What would I do without you? That was cool
Always on
and everything. But that nigga Fab,
always on time.
Yeah.
Save you crazy. Fab went crazy, son. That was 2002.
And don't act like my son Ja ain't go crazy, bro.
I don't want to hear nothing about his baby.
I mean,
who would I be without you?
I ain't front though. He wrote some. Ja Rule is responsible for writing some of the most fiery songs, and a lot of people don't understand. That's a fact, because that shit with him and Mary J. Blige, it's just the rainy days. Ja wrote that whole shit.
Yeah, and don't forget Ja hit. What's that song that's on? Shout out to one of my favorite movies. I think it's Friday. The one it was on Christmas. Matter of fact, you ain't say that one. What that song right? Yo, Ja got a hit that would never go old.
Oh yeah, I know. You're talking about the one with Bobby Brown.
How it go?
Bobby Brown Case. He did that song with Case.
How it go?
Do I do? Everybody
that was it.
Yeah.
Classic forever. Fabulous ain't got no hit like that.
Come on,
man,
give yourself 10 seconds for that, man. Give me a Way to Black song for that bullshit.
Listen, hold up, Dice. You remember that song, I'm So Into You by Tamia, was one of the hardest songs in R&B lineup at that time.
Nigga, with Fab,
when that nigga Fab came back and did a remix
you crazy artist.
Man, you crazy as hell.
I ain't gonna lie, that was light. But how about Always on Time? Always on Time. Like, come on,
him and Lil Mo got 4 joints together, son.
Man, you crazy as hell, man.
I seen her on the show the other day. She looked like Larry Holmes, nigga.
Yo, Ja Rule wrote these female shit. Fabulous just jumped on these people's track. Ja Rule wrote these female tracks and said, I want you to sing what I wrote. Stop playing.
Yeah, but you gotta understand.
Hold on, 1 minute. My bad. Remember when Ja Rule battled Fabulous? I mean, when Ja Rule battled Fat Joe. Do y'all remember that show? Yes or no?
Yeah, I remember.
All right. When Fat Joe threw that song on with Lulu Mo, what Ja Rule said? He said, "You don't even know I wrote that song for y'all."
That's right. That's right. When they had the clashes. That's right. They had the versus battle. That's right.
He said, "You don't even know I wrote that song.
I wrote that.
Gave it to her, and she put you on it."
That's a fact.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like I said, that nigga Fab, I don't know, man. I don't know, because Fab was remaking classics, man. I don't know, and he was doing it with classy women. Like, I don't know.
If we keep it R&B, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan. If we keep it R&B, that'll be fire. I always said I want to see Fabulous versus Ja Rule, just straight R&B, bro.
Nah, Fab needs somebody more in his class, man. Ja didn't really make the cut. I'm sorry. Ja did not make the cut.
Ja made the cut. Ja got history songs that gonna last for the rest of his.
I understand that. I mean, if you go to any coast, man, most of the rappers got a song that's that one song or them 3 songs that you can remember right off the top of your head, my nigga. Like, don't get it fucked up. I'm not saying that Ja haven't put on for Murder Inc. or whatever that crew he was running with. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when it comes down to it.
Put on Always on Time in front of your lady. yeah,
put on Always. That's a fact.
Yeah, put on any Ja Rule song with these ladies in front of your lady.
I could put on that. I could put on that Fab and Tamia that I'm so into. You ain't get the same result.
That's a fact,
Get
nigga.
the same result.
No, that's a fact.
I can get that same result. Hey, as soon as Tamia get the singing, she coming up out that shit. Like I could do that same shit with her.
All right, so let me ask you another question before I get out of here, right? When it comes to hip hop, I don't care about the era, right? I'm gonna give y'all my example first. Give me 5 hip hop songs of all time that can't be forgotten. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all mine so y'all can get a clue. My number 1 is Nas, If I Rule the World.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Tupac, Dear Mama. Number 3 is Biggie Smalls, Juicy. Number 4 is Snoop Dogg, Gin and Juice. And number 5, I don't know where to go with this, but I'm gonna give it to Jada Y.
Oh no, Kiss was like no doubt. Shout out to Kiss.
That's a hell of a 5 too.
Give me 5.
I got
who can go first? Me or Dice?
Go ahead, Trace.
All right, my 5 lineup, dead or alive, it's got to be that What You Saying by EMPD and them. I fuck with that album. That album go hard. I got to go with Pooh Shiesty. I fuck with Pooh Shiesty. That's my dog right there. I fucks with that nigga all time. Like,
Salute.
we talking all time hip hop, right? All right.
Yes, all time songs that can never be forgotten.
Yeah, that Pooh Shiesty Get It Back in Blood. That's my shit right there. I fucks with that shit. Matter of fact, I fuck with all that Pooh Shiesty shit, but that's one of my number ones right there.
Yo, Trey, that's trash. That's not no top 5 of all times. Come on, Trey.
That's my top 5. You have to put your our top 5. Now, if you want to know what the world thinks, from the south to the east to the north and the west, it's gonna be the main lineup that everybody else got. Big, Pop. No.
You gotta give me, like I said, you gotta give me the names. I said, If I Rule the World.
I'm finna give it to you. Big,
copy.
Big, Pop, Nas. You got Big, Pop, Nas. You got Rakim, and you got Give me one more. Uncle Snoop. Let's go with Uncle Snoop, right? All right.
Now you gotta give me this.
The Murder Was the Case from Snoop. All right. Rakim, Godfather. I love that album. Like that was my shit right there. All right. With Pop, Better Days. I love that song, Better Days. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
All right. When you talking about Big, Give Me the Loot. That's my shit right there. I ain't no Jack boy, but I love that Give Me the Loot. You know what I'm saying? With Pop, it's got to be Hit 'Em Up.
That's a good 5. Nobody wrong.
If we gonna go with the standard guys, yeah, that's it.
Guys, give me your top 5 songs of all times in hip hop.
UNITY, Queen Latifah.
Good song.
Oh,
good song. Good song.
I Want to Rock Right Now, Raw Bass.
Nice.
Audio 2, Milk.
That's an OG for real.
My last 2, Who Shot You, Biggie Smalls. And my last one is Hail Mary, Pop.
Shout out to Hail Mary. That's fire. Who was the best DJs? I got Flex, Clue, and Drama King.
They talk too much, man. Them niggas talk too much. No.
I got Eric B.
all the way through the album.
I got Eric B. Cool. I got Eric P. DJ Ron G. and Kid Capri.
Shout out to Kid Capri. Shout out to Kid Capri.
And Jazzy Jeff is my number 1 DJ.
Word? I ain't gonna lie.
Besides my childhood friend, everybody see him on TV. Y'all call him DJ Scratch. That's my man Junior from Albany Project.
Shout out to DJ Scratch.
He do everything for EPMD, and matter of fact, that's Jay-Z DJ right now. But when it comes to Jazzy Jeff, I heard him say this when we went to 390. That's who made him start wanting to DJ was Jazzy Jeff.
And I noticed since you've been kicking this show off, and when you asked this question, I'm glad you said it, Dice. Appreciate you. I noticed every time you ask this question, you notice Jay-Z name don't never come the fuck up as the top 5 top 10. What's going on?
Now you know why don't come up. What Jay said in the Bible. When the best rappers, my name shouldn't even come up.
Why not?
He's on a different level. When you add Jay-Z in it, it's like you automatically cheating. I don't know. It's just me. When you add Jay-Z, it's automatically cheating.
How is that automatic cheating in every song that he wrote? That it was stolen.
No, Hold on. Let me break nigga. Hold on. I like breaking niggas down like you. Thank you, Trace. Because everybody say Jay-Z be stealing. Hip hop's the whole hip hop word is stealing, bro. I remember one day I walked in the house, right? And my pops heard me listening to rap, like Mason on them. My pops came in and said, "What you listening to?" I said, "This is Mace." He said, "Why is he using the same beat that came from Al Green?" Right? So the next day, my pops walk in my room, right? I'm bumping 50 Cent, Eminem, I'm thumping. He said, "Yo, you know what's so crazy? All these beats came from back in the days. They all is using what happened. They all recycling, bro."
I get that. I get exactly what you're saying, but yet take it back to the question, because you got to think about it. Jay even said it in his own song. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter. So like if you bring it back, Cam even exposed the shit. You know what I'm saying? Cam exposed the shit. You know what I mean?
He said,
right after what was it? Purple Haze album that Cam did.
I'm not a writer. I'm a biter for myself. He said, "I'm not a writer. I'm a biter for myself and others. I say a big line. I'm only bigging up my brother, bigging up my brother. I'm big enough to do it. I'm not double."
What was that number one line he said? "I'm not a writer. I am a biter." That's like me coming up with a song, right? And I go in my studio, my cousin's studio tonight, and I get in there and I say, "Man, you know what? I want to rap tonight." "Okay, cuz, what you gonna rap about?" "I got a song." "All right, boom. If you don't like me, then tell me. You want to fight me, then tell me." And if I presented to you,
who did that?
But yo, I'm trying to tell you, Trace, they all do this shit, bro. It's just that we ain't catch on to who they biting from. Hold on, Trace. For instance, remember when Soulja Boy went to Hot 97 and he tried to wild out on Drake? Oh, that nigga bit my whole style. What the nigga said? Nigga said, "But yo, Soulja, you stole that line from an OG." He said, "So what?" They all
said Drake.
He said Drake, and at the end of the day, he the one that stole the line.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is, if I come up with a song and I go to my cousin's studio tonight and I record this song and I present it to you, you can't call me a biter now. You got to think about what you're saying. You open the door for niggas to take your music and your catalog and run it for themselves. You know how many people back in the days didn't know nothing about copyrights and all that shit. So when they did the shit, it won't like a motherfucker literally stole their style. But in the streets, we knew niggas stole nigga styles. But when you talking about a nigga like Jay-Z, this nigga got line for line, bar for bar, word for motherfucking word from a lot of rappers in the industry.
And I'm gonna tell you again, you will be surprised that they all do that, bro. My nigga Freshman 10 are still Biggie lines on the regular.
Yeah, that's a fact. But
Lil Wayne stole. You know how many lines Lil Wayne took from Jay-Z?
You know why I call Jay-Z the car thief of rapping? Because just because a nigga in a stolen car, you'll never know it's stolen.
Yeah, but see, Dice, it's a difference. It's a difference, and Cassidy broke that down. Yeah, I used dual voice, perhaps the boy Sean. He made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. We know that rappers gonna sample. That's what you call sampling people music. But when you start talking about copying niggas, copying and sampling is two different things. I could get on my album and I could get on my song and start it out hip hop parade, ho, hey, and then switch it to another style. That's sampling. I'm sampling from other people's catalogs.
Hey, yo, Trace, you know how many people made that?
Sampling and stealing, my nigga.
You know how many people made the sample of hip hop parade?
I won't saying that like that. Just listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm telling you. I can make a song right now, and my line can start off hip hop parade, and I can come right back just like Cass said. They made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
Yo, Just like drill rap,
That's
right? I
sampling.
know.
It's a difference between sampling music and actually using bar for bar, word for word. Okay, that's like me
Nah,
getting up there.
he used a hot line. Nas
No,
used pot. Nas
he
used
made it a
pot
hot
lines.
line.
Nas
He
used
made it
pot
a hot
lines
line.
before.
Cash made it a hot song.
Nas used pot lines and Biggie lines before, bro.
Oh man, that's sampling. Do you understand what sampling is?
And that's what Hov was
Sampling is
doing.
no, it's a difference between copying and sampling. It's a difference. Okay, just like that beat Pot did. Dun, 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 dun. That was M Tune from back in the days, Juicy Fruit. That
Yeah.
was Juicy Fruit.
That's why I said everybody do that, bro.
That's what you call sampling. Artie, you rap, so you should know this. That's what you call sampling. That's not stealing. That's not using other people's shit. That's just sampling. People over the years sample other people's music. But once you get into the song and actually start saying line for line, word for word, bar for bar, that is stealing. That's no longer sampling, that's stealing.
Yo, I just told you they all do that, bro. Like I like hip hop, right? I love hip hop so much, bro. They all do that. They take lines from old. Yo, some people listen to Marvin Gaye and will take a line from Marvin Gaye. You don't know it because Marvin Gaye's a singer, but he put it in a rap ball. I paid attention. Niggas steal everything. What they say ain't nothing new under the sun. These niggas is all taken from then. Even drill music. If you listen to every single drill beat, that's like you said, sample. That's all took it from the OGs. They got
okay.
They got, hold on, look. Nigga, I didn't heard what's his name? Rest in peace. Is he dead? Jamie, what's his name? What's his name?
Who?
What's his name? Yeah, I'm mad now. I'm mad now.
Listen. We're gonna
hold on. I'm mad.
Hold up. We're gonna play a new game. Since we hip hop talking, I want you people to pull out your notebooks, your tablets, and your pens and take notes for what's gonna happen. Give me Nas and 5 songs that he stole, line for line, bar for bar.
I can't.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Give me a Fab song that he stole 5 different rappers' style. Lines, bars.
All right, hold on. I got you right now. Thank you for asking. Nah, he ain't still no styles. No, Fab ain't still no styles. But
okay.
You know how many times? Hold on. You know how many times Fabulous took Biggie lines?
Here we go. Everybody taking big lines. Ain't nobody took big lines like Jay-Z, my nigga.
No,
Jay-Z
but
was the king of stealing big shit.
That's why I know you're not a fan. Fabulous does it all the time. Every line, he take a big line, bro.
Okay. Name
my art. Name my art. Big and remix it. I've heard him. I've heard Fab quotes. I always took that as paying homage to Big.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, I've heard a few where he's actually.
Nigga, keep your Brooklyn alive, bro.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, what I'm telling him, guys, and what he not trying to see, it's a different. That's what you saying right now. That's what you call sampling. That's not stealing. Stealing is what Jay-Z did.
That's sampling.
All right, look, my bad. I got the name.
Jay-Z actually stole bar for bar, word for word.
Don't you know?
He just put it on another beat and made it harder.
I got the name. Don't you know Mystical stole James Brown style when it come to rapping? Think about it. Mystical. He stole James Brown style. How I figured it out?
You figured out one.
I figured that out by listening to them.
I'm saying, what song? You got to give me a song.
Every song. He sound like James Brown. Watch yourself. Because they're going out, man.
Oh shit! I didn't even catch that.
That's James Brown.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me what you work. That's James Brown, bro. Watch yourself. Now, no. You know that, man? That's James Brown.
Noma.
That's James Brown.
But I heard James Brown say "watch yourself," but I ain't never heard James Brown say all the rest of that shit. Mystical be talking about.
No. He ain't say all that. I say he took his style. Listen to Mystical, and I promise you one thing, Trade. You gonna be like, wow, I never thought of that, nigga. He sound like James Brown. I drop a song right now, nigga. That nigga sound like him. You Watch
I mean,
yourself.
I'm gonna look into it. Don't worry, because we here talking right now. I'm gonna look into that one. Yeah, but
Got you. Yo,
I'm
Trey,
talking.
I
I'm
promise you, you're gonna be like, wow, artist has taught me some new shit. You're gonna be like, wow. That nigga sound like James Brown.
I'm talking rappers that actually stole someone's song, like literally the song. We're not talking about one or two words or.
Bro, it's homage. It's called homage. Biggie took, like you said, Biggie took Juicy.
Nah, it's
like,
sampling.
it's homage.
It's a different. No, Artie, it's a difference between sampling someone's music. Like I could do the hip hop parade, and then switch it to another style. But if I get up there, start doing all that shit Naughty by Nature and them doing, you know what they gonna call me? They gonna call me a swagger jacker. I just jack them boys swag. But now I can sample off of that hip hop parade and turn it into something.
Nah, Jay-Z did it right, bro. He kept hip hop alive by doing that shit, bro.
No, the fuck he didn't.
Come on,
listen, Jay, when the nigga Cam came
why
out,
he's one of the greatest?
Yeah, but when this nigga Cam came out and exposed this nigga Jay-Z,
we all knew that though. We already knew that.
You know what I'm saying? When the nigga Cam came out and exposed the nigga, but see, you New York niggas knew that. But that's other people in the world that don't know nothing about this music. We just listen to. Like when the Blueprint first came out, Blueprint 1 and 2, nigga. You couldn't tell me these wasn't some of the hardest fucking goddamn albums that Jay-Z ever came up with and produced. But once this nigga Cam went to going over all the shit that he was stealing from Big out of that shit, not sampling,
and guess what?
But stealing.
Guess what Jay-Z did? Guess what Jay-Z?
Bar for bar, word for word.
Guess what Jay-Z did when Cameron did that? He dropped the Black album. Stop playing with me, bro. One of the hottest albums he ever dropped.
I understand that. I understand all of that.
No, I ain't gonna front. That Black album was crazy, son.
Crazy.
I understand. I understand all of that. Lost Ones and all that shit right there. I understand all of that. But if we gonna go with styles, originality, and all that shit right there, ain't nobody more original than the nigga Cam. Cam got his own wave, own lane. Ain't heard another rapper that spit like Cam. Not to me. You feel what I'm saying?
I heard J.R. Ryder. He stole J.R. Ryder's style. But we're gonna talk about that later.
J.R. Ryder.
J.R. Ryder. He stole J.R. Ryder's style.
J.R. Ryder or Cameron?
No, Cam was out, but Cam was listening to J.R. Ryder in the hood, and he came out first. It don't matter who's hotter, but Cam took J.R. Ryder's style. I'm not gonna forget that.
Just like they said, money bags for the stove in their 2-time style.
I don't know about that part, but I know Cameron he got his style from J.R. Ryder.
Cam took Bloodshed style, rest in peace. That's a fact. When they was chilling the corn, they got Bloodshed. Cam
Let me go take
gave his
hold me down. I'm not gonna take a piss. Hold me down.
That's a fact. That's a
it's a difference between sampling the music
and emulating somebody's whole style. That's a fact.
And emulating somebody's whole style. Yeah, that's just two different things right there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers, even down to my cousins and them, they got songs when their shit first come on. It sound like some shit coming on from back in the day. You get to groove into that shit, and then these niggas drop a line. You be like, hold up, I don't remember those words in that song. You know what I'm saying? That's sampling the music. Okay, people been doing that for a long ass time. People sample music. That's nothing. This nigga Jay-Z was a fighter, word for word, bar for bar.
You ain't fronting. No, Jay's never. So don't get it twisted. I'm never gonna take his contribution to music. I'm never gonna take that away from him.
No.
He's always been credited. Some of his greatest songs have been propelled because of, like you said, emulating other rappers. That's a fact, especially Big. You're right.
Right. So
I can't take it from him. But you're right. You're right about that.
So with that, I want Artie to know the difference between when niggas is sampling music and you actually copying other people's music. It's a big difference. Like I said, you're going to hear a lot of these similarity songs, and when they first come on, you hear the Juicy Fruit and all that shit right there. But Big didn't get up there talking about Cherry Blossom Kids. What you doing? Like, he didn't get up there saying none of that shit. He came with a whole different flow. But
I think Beanie Sigel is a better MC than Jay-Z too.
Yeah, of course. Beans were hard. And I'm gonna tell you another motherfucker that was pretty okay. I won't say he was hard, but he was okay at that time coming out of that style, that nigga Memphis Bleak.
Oh, that's a fact. That
nigga Memphis Bleak didn't even get all his flowers from the industry like niggas supposed to
Bleak is a beast, son.
His flowers.
That's a fact. Bleak is a beast, man. That's a fact.
Like Bleak was cold hearted. A lot of niggas didn't even know that shit. You had to be a real motherfucker that sat back and listen to hip hop and actually listen to
539
rap.
Marcy Avenue. If anybody know 539 Marcy Avenue, nigga had one of the most poppin'est weed spots in the 90s. 539 Marcy Avenue. Bleak was in the street, man.
Yeah, that's a doubt, no doubt. So when them boys came out with that state prop shit, all of them had their own styles.
That's a fact.
Every one of them had their own style. Even the little short little nigga. I can't think of the nigga name who want to play Baby Boy. He had his own little style.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you talking about shit like that, yeah, you go to some of their catalog music. Yeah, there's some music in there where you hear it, like 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is a master of sampling.
I've been
people's
listening
music.
to that man since they was calling him Titty Boy. That's a
Titty
fact.
Boy, right? And 2 Chainz made one of the hardest songs that goes underrated that nobody don't talk about. He took from the James Bond movie A License to Kill by Gladys Knight and turned it into a song. One of the hardest songs 2 Chainz ever came out with.
That's right.
This nigga went to James Bond movie, took the song from Gladys Knight, A License to Kill, and turned it into a hot song.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
So when it comes to sampling music, yeah, we all did that. Matter of fact, you ain't even a rapper. You don't sample people music. You probably done got up one day and took somebody's song and twisted it around. You was being funny trying to do it.
That's a fact.
But you did it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like a sample of what you're doing. I could come up with a song, "'Tis the season to be angry." We know that ain't the words to that song, but that's Trey's words to the song.
Yeah, that's a fact. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's a fact.
Say that again, Trace. I'm lost. Say that again.
I said, like 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz came out with one of the hardest songs ever, and it goes unnoticed to this day. He took the song from Gladys Knight. It's called "A License to Kill" from the James Bond movie. I can't think of which. Dice, you probably know because you're OG. I forgot what Bond movie that was with that License to Kill.
If I play that, James Bond, that's one of my favorite. I fuck with James. I fuck with James.
Right.
I'm trying to remember that shit.
If I play that song right now, you be like, yo, why they never play this by 2 Chainz in the club?
Yeah, I ain't gonna. I was fucking with him when he was Titty Boy. That boy been nice. He been nice.
He's nice.
Coming to the South, he been nice.
Yeah, he's nice. Matter of fact, that's when he was with Schoolboy and them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
So like, you know, I mean, like I said, I could come up with a song that says, "'Tis the season to be angry." Them not the words that go to that song, but that's the way Trey's look at it.
The lines, za.
Right. And you can, you know, now you see that we just fucked around and sample off a whole goddamn song. Christmas. We just sample off a whole Christmas jingle and made the shit fun and laughable.
That's right.
Look at my man. Look at my man on TikTok.
That's what I was saying. That's all hip hop. Everything is sampled. Everything is sampled, bro.
Yeah, but not stolen.
No, it can't be called stolen, or you will get sued. If niggas not getting sued, it's not stolen, bro.
Yeah, they pay for a bunch of clearance.
Yeah, but niggas in the Brooklyn,
Jay-Z never was sued.
Wasn't gonna sue no Jay-Z over no big rhymes, dog.
Well, they should have if he stole enough.
Nah. They won't do that.
It's not about Brooklyn. It's about the business. It's about the people that get paid for Biggie's music. So if Jay-Z was stealing in a point where it's ridiculous, he'd have been sued.
If that's the case, then Puff need to be sued. This nigga made Big pay for his own funeral.
Don't talk about my son Big like that. I know you from the South.
Fuck out of here. This nigga P is one of the worst of the worst.
That's
the worst. He fucked over Total. He fucked over how many groups that Diddy done fucked over? He would have first Jay Prince and all these other fucking bootleg ass, jack leg ass motherfucking studio.
But you know what?
He was the first nigga that
Dre's just said something. You know what we didn't do? Even though that nigga's crazy and the jacket that allegedly he's involved with because he's in prison. One thing I will never do, I will never take away Puff's contribution to hip hop.
No, sir. I would never.
Even though he got some weird shit going on with him, I don't co-sign none of that shit. But when Puff came through, when it was Craig Mack, Mary J. Blige, Total, Big, you know what I'm saying, 112.
The locks.
He was bugging. Like Puff
He
was
was bumping.
bugging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But he had a bunch of demons on him, man.
But see, he was one of those guys. He was one of those guys that stood in that weight class with Jermaine Dupri, bringing out all those goddamn artists.
I almost bought a shiny sweatsuit.
I'm not gonna lie.
I almost bought a shiny tracksuit. I almost bought a shiny tracksuit fucking with Mason Park.
If Puffy did not do what he did to his artists, allegedly, if he didn't do what he did to his artists, Puffy would have had the best lineup ever in hip hop.
In history, ever.
Mace, the Locks, 112.
Right. Craig Mack, Black Rob,
Mary J's Blige,
Mary J. Blige, Faith
don't forget Sean. Sean.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah. That matter of fact, that Craig Mack remix.
Fire.
Who how strong Puff was in the game.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention to that song, LL Cool J said it. That was a transgender when he said he she, yeah. That was a transgender in that video, and it was a transgender in the Love It When You Call You Big Papa when he said,
yeah.
That's a dude, man. That was a dude named Franklin Davis, baby.
I'm not gonna lie. Biggie said a lot of freaky lines that I just learned. I learned a lot, but yesterday I was watching some shit. Nah, he said
my
some
nigga gonna fucking kidnap kids, fuck them in their ass, toss them over the bridge.
Niggas, yo, I heard some other
so
shit.
Good, I suck on your daddy's dick. Whoa.
Yeah, that's exactly what Big said. Big said that shit.
Whoa, daddy? I ain't let nobody look that good. You know what I'm saying?
How you even write that down? How you write that down as a gangster? We gonna be real. Shout out to Big, rest in peace to Big, but we gotta keep it
to Big, my nigga. God damn.
How you write that down?
I mean, back then we weren't paying attention to the music like Bell Biv DeVoe when they came out with that song. Hey, say backstage adolescents. You know what I'm saying? We weren't paying attention to none of that shit. Look at LL Cool J when he was talking about Brenda had a big old butt. He was pulling up to the high school at 22 years old, picking up high schoolers.
But y'all want to hear something funny that a lot of people didn't pay attention to? If you remember the song, if you remember the group EPMD. They always had a song called Jane, Part 1, 2, and 3, right?
Right.
They all felt it was a transgender. They all fell in love with a dude.
Damn.
It was called Jane, Part 1,
Damn, that's
2,
my group
and 3.
Like that. Dice, don't do them like that. Dice,
yo, listen to me. Go listen to the album. Everybody got opportunity. It's called Jane Part. It's even on YouTube. Type in Jane Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. They're talking about a dude, man.
Man, come on, Dice, man. You killing me, man.
I wish I was bullshit. I can look this up if you think I'm joking. Rest in peace.
I know you're OG from that time.
You remember when, do anybody know why EPMD broke up?
That group right there, man. I really fuck with those guys.
I'm gonna tell you some deep shit. Do anybody know why EPMD broke up?
Nah, I don't.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now because my man is dead. They broke up because rest in peace, the dude Eric Sherman. Everybody make it seem like he's some type of evil. Nah, let me tell you something about Eric Sherman. Eric Sherman was fucking with a nigga by the name of Grantley and niggas from Montgomery and Utica. And they ran up in PMD's house and tied him up and robbed him. Facts. That's a fact. Remember what I was the first one to tell niggas. I was the first one to tell niggas how Craig Mack died. They said I was lying. And then when Gene Deal said it, they said, oh shit, Dice said that. Number one, when Craig Mack went to meet Puff, make a long story short, they were supposed to be meeting up. This ain't no allegations. They was meeting up to do a new contract because Craig Mack money was fucking up. His wife just talked about this. I said this 2 years ago. When Craig Mack came to that room, see, Puff was doing some weird shit. He was having niggas raped and sexually assaulted and had it taped. He was getting that shit recorded.
Nasty.
That's a fact. That's how Craig Mack unfortunately passed away. He passed away of HIV complications. And one of them niggas that was with Puff and them niggas that was known for raping niggas is who gave it to him. These is facts. I said that to niggas 2.5 years ago. Dice is crazy. Then
They said that nigga Craig died from that thing. Yeah.
And the bug part is the sad part is the nigga Puff, people fail to realize Puff mind is dangerous, bro. Puff been exposed to so much and brutality was put in his heart since he was a baby. That's why Puff is in effect. I don't think Puff belong in jail for what he's in jail. I think the nigga belongs somewhere with some mental health.
Now, I mean, if you listen to what was my man name that was on the interview with Gene Deal. He even said he was like Puff came from a background where his mama and daddy had shit like that going on. Like Puff, mom and daddy was doing them freak out parties and shit like that. That's where he was learning most of that shit from.
That was Dapper Dan.
Cause I heard Puffy don't own Bad Boys. Allegedly, I heard his mother.
Jaguar Wright.
That's a fact.
I heard Puffy's mother owned Bad Boys.
Crazy. Yeah, Puffy. That's why they couldn't take because he signed everything over to his mother's name. Now I'm gonna tell you something that might blow your mind too. They saying that that's not Puff's biological mother neither. They said Puff's biological mother passed away of a heroin. Allegedly, Puff's biological mother passed away of a heroin overdose, and the lady that raised him was his father's mistress. These is facts.
That's what Jag was saying.
Allegedly.
Jag was saying the same shit. Yep.
That's why he was always kissing on her mouth and all that with that wild freaky shit, because that's not who birthed him.
Yeah.
That's who raised him, and that's who adopted him, and then his father was killed by his mans. Facts for telling. His pops was getting money with Nicky Barnes in him, man. These are facts.
I heard about it. His father was a hustler. He said he wanted to be like him. That's the reason why he became.
And then his pops got killed allegedly for cooperating with the police with the situation with Nicky Barnes in him. His own friends killed him. That's a fact.
That's real shit.
That's real shit.
Allegedly, Puffy Pops was a rat.
And allegedly, the way that he abuses women is because of what he's seen. All right, boom. From his father, from his mother, unfortunately, allegedly going through the addiction and the way his father used to treat his moms and beat his moms, and that's where he gets that from, man. That's where you get that from, like mistreating women and shit like that.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? What can bring hip hop back?
You said what?
What could bring hip hop back?
What could bring hip hop back?
Taking white people out of corporation.
Damn, that's a hell of an answer right there. I can't even top that. Let us control our culture. I think would be more productive. But then again,
they won't let us go. They won't let us go over there and control the Ku Klux Klan.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But it's so much. It's so much. This is. I mean this in no way, not all, but the majority. It seems like a lot of black people are so afraid of someone else becoming powerful or financially stable. They'll do things to set up traps. Like I think a lot of stuff comes from insecurities. People say, well, if he get money just like me, he gonna do something to put. It's like if we just came together more as a culture and a unit, I think it would be better.
I think so too.
I think if we take out the white people over black music, because we don't have no control over white music, pop, country, none of that shit. You could be a black pop singer and become big, but you would never be on top. And what I mean by you would never be on top, you'll be big in the shit. Don't get me wrong. Like motherfuckers like the Baby, motherfuckers like them, they can actually do pop music. They big in that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But you would never be on top. But now hip hop, they will get you a nice little seat at a round table at somebody's corporation, but you still gonna be under a white man. It don't matter how you look at it. You can own your own fucking company. That company is going. If you look at the background of all these companies is branch off to somebody else's company. The only one I know that really had their shit on debt like that was No Limit.
Yeah, because they actually, he's right, because a lot of the big companies that didn't want to be associated with rap when it first came out, they started the smaller companies through them. So like Trey said, it's all still theirs.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they the one that cuts Puff check. You feel what I'm saying? Puff don't cut his own check. Puff got to wait on that check from what was the dude name he was working for before he became top in that bad boy shit. Yeah. And that motherfucker, you see how that nigga Ice Cube walked up in that motherfucking office and told that motherfucker, like, look, man, where my motherfucking royalties at? You know what I'm saying? The nigga wasn't looking around like he didn't know what to say. And then that nigga looked on the wall and seen all the goddamn plaques.
His name is something like Tommy Sotomayor.
No, that's the black dude on YouTube.
No. No, I'm talking about the one that signed. First off, the nigga signed Puffy's mother. That's why Puffy mother owned Bad Boy. Puffy mother allegedly was signed first. She put Diddy on. That's the reason why
I know that. I gotta look at that story right there. I didn't know that. That's the reason
why every artist, if you pay attention to Mason them, they all said it. They said our contract is Our contract is signed to Puffy's mother, not him.
Yeah,
Puffy
she paid his check.
dumb.
They said that her name is on the checks. That's a fact.
Puffy not dumb. Ain't nothing in his name. So if you take down Puffy, you can't take down Bad Boys because it's not in his name. Puffy is smart. It's his mother shit.
Nah, he ain't.
I think he's in jail because
He ain't really smart. That's really dumb because, like I said, the white men still own the Bad Boy Entertainment. It don't matter if it's in his mother name or not. If they really want to do some shiesty overloading type shit, they'll take that shit from the same way they put his ass in their prison cell for 4 years.
That's a
They can
fact.
go right back over there and take that shit out of Puffy
You
Mama
ain't never
name.
lie. But I'm telling you, it's a fact. Once you put something in somebody else's name, that's their business. So right now, if Bad Boy was Puffy's, Bad Boys would have been taken down right now. It'd have been so much shit.
I give you a prime example. Look at P and No Limit. They is not now group Atlantic, Interscope. Nobody ever went over there and tried to take P masters. From the whole company. We're not just talking about the artists. We're not just talking about the music. We're not just talking about the masters. We're talking about the whole shebang.
Yo, we got Rose Gold in the building. He upset we talking about this music shit. You know Rose Gold Records is supposed to be going platinum.
Shout out to Rose. Yo, you know what's so funny? Matter of fact, you know what's so funny?
Where the fuck is your artist at? Where's Ming.com? Where the fuck is artist? Where's Ming, man? Where's the best rapper on YouTube? I can't find him.
Wonders, man.
I'm gonna drop the link for Rose Gold because Rose Gold talk a lot of shit. I want to ask him some South questions.
Okay.
I want to ask. He be talking mad South shit. I want to ask him some South questions.
What? You know what Puff is really going through that nonsense for? Crossing the masses. Number one, a lot of people don't know he just beat Ciroc. So number one, Puff got his own cognac, right? So he just beat Ciroc. So pay attention. He beat Ciroc in a lawsuit because they was supposed to help him promote his own cognac. So when he still won, he just didn't get paid yet. Pay attention. If he has his own cognac, where does Ciroc go? Damn.
To the white people.
If
white people took that.
Never owned Ciroc. He was the face of Ciroc.
Face of it. Yep.
He never owned it.
He was only the face. He ain't own it.
That's it. But they told him that they was gonna give him his own deal because of the money. So when they told him, remember his cognac came out, but then they said, "Oh, you think you slick, huh?" Because if he'd have pushed his own cognac and got away from Ciroc, bringing out more and more flavors, Ciroc is no longer powerful. So you know what they did? They said, "Oh, we got a trick for your ass, bro."
Yeah. And they got it set up where Puff in his 4-year term in prison. When he walk out, the feds gonna be standing right there waiting on him. They're gonna be right there waiting on him.
I really believe they're gonna fuck around. This is gonna be the most. I'm gonna prophesize this right now.
Puppy home in 2 years.
The rest of his life in jail because of the
Puppy home in 2 years.
Remember what I said to you. Remember, I'm gonna say it today, artist. Puff Daddy will never come home. Never.
We're gonna see.
I promise you, knock on wood, and I've been said this. You got to pay attention to all. You notice they just opened a new investigation on their murders because since he's in jail.
If Puff come home, Dice, I'm hearing you in the background. No rainbows.
No, hit me. I really believe right now because that they just opened that reopened that investigation on Pac and Big.
That's a fact.
You didn't hear the song Eminem just did?
Yeah, and the nigga Keefy D up there talking about
that nigga
he got an
Eminem just
order from
said
these
some real
niggas and all this
crazy
shit.
man.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit,
all them up there talking
people
crazy.
are really upset about that shit, bro. Like
when it comes to I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to the industry, when it comes to the whatever they want to call the motherfuckers,
they're like
elites. Yeah. They don't. Once they say they gonna give him 2 years, all they doing is saying, Puffy, you was punished. Now when you come out, don't do this again. Puffy be home. They don't care about that Biggie shit. They don't care about that Biggie shit.
Man, that ain't where that shit goes, son. Nah, they don't give a fuck about that Biggie shit. Anytime this nigga made Biggie pay for his own funeral, they don't give a fuck about that big shit.
Son. I ain't know that recently, bro.
But at the same time, Big brought a lot of money to the corporation. So, Puffy got to tread lightly how he talked down on Big, just like Suge Knight was talking on Tupac. Suge Knight had to walk on fucking eggshells talking about goddamn Tupac. That shit would have went left if goddamn Suge Knight would have went up there talking about this ugly motherfucker and I had to pay him and get him out of jail. That shit would have got wicked for this nigga. But however, When you talking about a motherfucker like Puffy gonna walk right out that jail cell and gonna walk right into another. I promise you.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that, Trey. I believe that.
So Trace. So you thinking that Puffy gonna get out of jail and they're gonna put that Biggie and Tupac shit on him?
Back then, when people were scared to open up their mouth and say something to them, they learning
no
that.
more.
Yeah, like right. They learning now. There's no statute limitation on rape. They learn there's no statute limitations on killing someone. Ain't no statute limitations on a real tough ass crime. So if a motherfucker try to go back to sue Puffy for their masters, and Puffy say, "Well, that shit in my mama name." Oh, you want to play it like that? Hey, you know what? This nigga Puffy had me in the room too, man. He done pulled my drawers down. He did it. That's where motherfuckers gonna go. That's where ain't niggas gonna take.
That's what's getting files that been released. There's a lot of shit that's gonna change the dynamics of how. Yo, matter of fact, I was gonna say something. I'm gonna wait. I'm telling you, I want y'all to pay attention to something. They got a date. They got the date called. I want y'all to pay attention to August 16th. I want everybody, when y'all get off this show, to just type in what they expecting for August 16th. It's on August 16th. They're saying that gravity is gonna lose. We're gonna lose gravity for for 10 to 15 seconds. Pay attention.
Yeah.
So they said for 10 to 15 seconds, anything that's not held down, whether it's animals, cars, cattle, human being, they're gonna raise. They said for about the second and third minute, they're gonna be 20 meters in the sky. 20 meters is a mile.
Yeah.
You understand?
They're gonna all drop. They're gonna all drop.
Pop, and then come. They said the catastrophe is supposed to be 60 million people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear some funny shit? August 17th is the anniversary of my mother's passing. That's why that shit get me crazy. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on right now, bro? Yo, we're in a time right now where a lot of things are being exposed that wasn't.
Yes.
Right now, bro.
Just like this hip hop shit. This hip hop shit is a little bit different than niggas getting on a rapping song and they was dissing each other. Like I said, man, they so many of these rappers, man, that already know these plans and all this shit right here. And if they ever feel like these motherfuckers is not gonna get up on this shit, and they see that they getting on these albums talking about fuck the streets and all this shit, this is why a lot of them going through what they going through. Like they not gonna,
because if they're not promoting destruction, they don't have a use for them.
Trace, let me ask you, yo, Trace, do you feel like 21 Savage was wrong when he said fuck the streets?
Yeah, cause he told. He was also one of the niggas that told.
Damn, they said that
How
too.
the fuck you think he got back from Britain?
See, but they got the new word now. It's called cooperating.
Cooperating. I'm sorry. Yeah, you right, Dice. I am so sorry.
He's cooperating. I ain't gonna lie. I heard that the nigga, because when the nigga was locked up, he's supposed to have been transforming back to his shit. But the reason why they kept him here, allegedly, because he got a card on. You gotta tell him.
They sent that nigga back to Great Britain where he came from. Nigga came from Great Britain or some shit like that. He got transferred over there.
From London. He come from UK, London.
But dog, it was funny as hell. It was funny as hell on my mama's soul. It was funny as hell when they let his ass come back into the country while Estelle went through a RICO case. Little baby Duck in a RICO case. I'm just saying. I ain't saying 21 told on all those niggas, but I'm saying 21 told on all them niggas.
Yeah, because I you got a point.
I hear you, Trace. I hear you, nigga.
He got a point though. He got a like that's just like Max B. I heard it come out of his own mouth when he said his man was the one that shot him and orchestrated. I heard him say all that shit, artist.
Right.
This ain't nothing I said somebody else said. This ain't no AI. I heard Max B say, quote unquote, no, they knew what they was gonna do, and yeah, he knew about it, but his man's is like certain stuff, bro. Like I said, man, but then again, bro, I'm not, yo, this is how I was raised. I was raised different. Like if me, you, and Trey's is going to get some money, and the feds come and y'all get away, and I get jammed up, I'm not gonna be talking about you and Trey's. What the fuck y'all got to do? Who is that? I don't even know y'all. You get what I'm saying?
That's that nigga
with these pictures right here. That ain't me.
That's that nigga that play hide and go seek, and he get caught, and he be like, "Yo, come out, John."
Nah,
this nigga
21. That nigga 21 Savage is one of those type niggas. 21 Savage is one of those type niggas. When he got fucked up in this situation, he thought about it. Over there where they from, they thugs is 10 times harder than our thugs over here. You see what I'm saying? Like they walk around the streets all day with fighting pit bulls and all that shit, and the police don't fuck with him, right? Over here in America, it's a whole lot different. It's a whole lot different. A lot of shit he can get away with over here, they're not gonna tolerate that shit over there. All that gangster talking that you be doing on them albums, they gonna see what about you in real life. Over here, they just talk. You can just say, well, man, I was just talking on the radio. See, it's a lot of shit that goes along with it. And with 21 Savage, where he fucked himself up was when he started trying to mingle himself around all these blood members and shit like that. He around these blood members, he around these blood members.
Yeah, the gang activity did get him on the investigation. That's a fact.
Right, and he all up in the videos throwing up gang signs, and he got a Draco in his hand. Oh, so you want to come over here to America and pick up American traits? We didn't bring you here to pick up American traits. We brought you here to have a good life. But since you are picking up the traits, come on with us. Wait a minute now. Where y'all taking? We finna take your ass back to Great Britain. Why you taking me back to Britain for?
That's a fact.
Your ass came over here. Your ass came over here, and you stopped doing the agenda. You stopped doing the thing that we told you not to do, which is sell death, destruction, and killing. You stopped that. So what we gonna do from now? I don't know. You finna go back to Britain. What can I do to come back to America? Oh, well, now there is some shit that happened in Fulton County. There is some shit that happened over there in Jonesboro. There is some shit that happened in Gainesville. Do you know anything about that? Yeah. That nigga YF and Lucci got his man
John,
Peanut
salute. I see you, John. Salute.
Let me ask you something, artist. Did you hear about what's about to go on next year?
Yo, Plago, I see you. Shout out to Plago.
Did you know what's about to go on in New York City? Do you know the mayor just passed? New York City is about to get open carry guns. How you feel about that?
Ooh, wee.
Facts. The mayor just signed that. New York is about to have the right to have open carry.
I think that's good and bad. I can't count it. I think that's 50-50.
I think it's very, very dangerous, bro. Because down here in the South, you don't even need a gun license no more. All you got to be is 18 years old.
Yeah.
They done eliminated. You don't need no gun. All you got to do is go to the pawn shop or go to a gun store, fill out an application, let them run your name. If you don't have any type of felonies, anything on you, they will give you a gun on the spot. The reason why I think that's bad, because one thing I learned, and I learned this from having a real legal firearm. It's a lot of responsibility that comes with holding a gun, man. When we was younger, we didn't think about a serial number coming back or a tracing or a killing because we all had illegal firearms. But when you get older and they say this gun right here comes to you, everything with this gun comes back to you. It's I just think I just don't think New York at this particular moment is emotionally stable enough for open carry.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you what. I think, I ain't gonna front. The way the world, my back trades for cutting you off, bro. But I think the way that when you got your third eye open, the way the world going, I think this is the perfect time for New York to have open. They could carry their burners, bro. I think this is the perfect time. We gotta protect ourselves, man. Things is bigger than worrying about criminals.
You got a point there too.
Hey, listen, Amendment 4 and 6 amendment. The 4th and the 6th amendment. You have the right. You have the right to bear arms.
Whoever that is true. Stay up on your current offenses before you start coming in here running your fucking mouth. Check your current offense. Stop listening to hip hop and pay attention to what's going on. That's a dead fact. It's a dead fact. The mayor just signed it. Doodoo head. Mind your business. Go ahead. Back to what I was saying.
Yo, Dice, when you get that
I wouldn't be saying
but like
New York is about to get open carry, bro.
Yeah, that ain't nothing because they ain't doing up a stretching the amendment.
First of all, the First Amendment, you have the right by law to protect yourself. You dig what I'm saying? New York has been the only state for so many longs that give these people all these loopholes and bullshit. There's only a certain amount of reasons why you can carry a gun. You have to be part of an armed security pertaining to ATMs, have to be a security officer, a private investigator, or a business owner. If you got, see, a lot of people don't even know. If you got a grocery store, they got bodegas license now just for guns. If you got a grocery store, it's a license association that's giving all people with bodegas the right to carry a firearm. So now the Muslim mayor is saying he feels as though because of the high crime that's raising, the car thieves, the robberies, the murders and the shootings, he feels as though the civilians have the right to protect themselves on what's going on, especially quote unquote the way they try to label it with gang violence. These is facts. I'm a nerd. I stay up on top of this shit, bro.
I mean, Amendment 4th and 6th protect you for all rights. A lot of people don't know that. See, a lot of people can take their gun cases to court and beat them. Whether your state carry guns or not, the amendments what protect you for keeping these guns. This is the reason why they actually signing these bills off, because it's a lot of shit that we don't know. It's a lot of shit we don't know, but then again, there's a lot of shit we don't ask either. You know what I'm saying? Or sit down and try
that
to
nigga
figure
can't
it
even
out.
read. I don't believe nothing that nigga say. That nigga's a clown and a troll. He can eat a dick. You can't even read. I don't fuck with that clown. Back to what I was saying. My fault, Trey.
No.
Dick eater on YouTube. All these niggas is dick eaters, my nigga. When it's grown folks talking, go play with your dog nuts or something, boy. Real facts.
Well, when you start talking about legal shit, a lot of these niggas failing, so they gonna feel some type of way that other motherfuckers got firearms and they can't carry one. So motherfuckers gonna feel the way that they feel. You feel what I'm saying? But the amendment, the reason why they start to sign off on all these bills, because for years the government was playing on the people and mind controlling the people, making people feel like, oh, you can't carry a gun. They was even using Caucasian wars to cover black statistics. Like, okay, a lot of y'all know that happened out there didn't only happen from black on black crimes. You got Italians out there, you got fucking Africans out there, you got fucking Japan people out there, you got fucking Chinese people. New York got a lot of goddamn nationalities. You ain't gonna tell me all the gun violence came out of New York came from 2 black people.
That's right.
So with the amendment is protecting us where we can be open, carry like that, just like it is in North Carolina. The amendment will protect us. It protects us, but also we got the gun folks backing us up too. For the slave owners and goddamn ranch holders and shit like that.
Shout to the Black Panthers.
Yeah, they got a new one. I heard they got a new act. I heard they got a new Black Panther, but I heard they never really settled down. I'm just saying that the presence that they got now is much more stronger. Shout out to the Black Panthers.
The Black Panthers, they in New York going in. Shout out to the Black Panthers. They holding New York down. They in the train stations, shutting the cops down.
And the ICE members. That's a fact. That's right. Because I didn't know that ICE does not have jurisdiction once they step over the county line. I never knew that ICE didn't have jurisdiction like that. They're doing that all on their own will. That's why they be carrying. You know, the police are now arresting ICE agents now in New York. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a cold-blooded fact.
Wow.
Like I said, I just left the town. I just seen some shit just now when I was in Brooklyn. It just blew my fucking mind. I just left the town. Like the police is not playing no more with ICE, bro. Because ICE is driving around like D's and detectives, but they don't even have jurisdiction to do what they do. ICE is just how could you say it? A security guard for the government. Yeah. That's it.
And
they run around killing people, man.
Did you see the ICE agent that got pulled? This nigga had like 6 of his kids in the car. They was going across the bridge in Florida, and the nigga was drunk. He was an ICE agent. He was an off-duty ICE agent. This nigga had like 5 or 6 of his kids in the car. He was dead ass drunk. If you go back and you go do the research on all those ICE agents and shit like that, they got fucked up background histories. That's why they saying now that the government trying to push these motherfuckers to go retrain and re-enlist. You feel what I'm saying? Because they was finding out niggas had fucked up charges against them. Like, I don't know. They had today. It's like, to me today, I feel like they hiring criminals over everybody. Fuck that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the point now. Shit, let me go see, can I break about 20 felonies and still see, can I come a senator or some shit? You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody else is looking and paying attention and scorekeeping, especially us blacks. We definitely scorekeeping. And the shit that I see on these TVs and shit like that, these protesters and shit like that, this shit don't got nothing to do with us, but some kind of way we still end up being the center of attention to all this shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Say that shit again.
I think Dr. Mindbender has a point, because the reason why I think it's bad for New York also is because it's just like down here in the South. Trace can tell you this. You can carry a firearm, but you can't discharge your firearm unless you feel as though you or your family is an imminent threat. That's what I think is going to fuck up with New York. Some people say, well, he arguing with me. He scared me. I pulled the gun. You're going to jail for the rest of your life.
That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work.
You're going to jail for the rest of your life. Like, you have to be an imminent threat.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I think it would work in New York if they set the law right. If they give this like you said down south, then you got the rights to bear. When I was in Arizona, you got the
Facts.
I see niggas in supermarkets that could carry burners. I think if it's a law, it's gonna be a different life. For instance, you gotta fight your case, bro. You can't just pull out and shoot nobody.
That's right.
You gotta fight your case.
But Artie, what you got to realize, the mimic don't cover a couple states, it cover all 53 states. You feel what I'm saying? It cover all 53 states. What happens is down here, the only reason why we able to get those guns and shit like that because of wrench holders. You got motherfucking all these different type of white people down here. We don't got all the
Republicans got a bigger presence down here than Democrats.
right. And so when them farmers get to speaking up, talking shit and saying, hey, listen, we gonna have our guns, it's gonna be either our guns or we gonna go to war with y'all motherfuckers. You think that they gonna lose out because, well, it says right here you got to have these different type of rules. No, man, they ain't listening to no rules out here. Motherfuckers gonna get those guns. That's what they do out here. Like guns is everything. Guns is like butter out this bitch. Like it goes with everything, nigga. It goes with your outfit. It goes inside your car. It goes inside your pocket. It goes with you to the club at night. I mean, that bitch with you everywhere. Like, and it's the same thing for New York, but those gun people don't stick up for y'all like they do for the South. And the only reason, like I said, the only reason why they do that shit for the South because of these Klan members down here. These Klan members down here keeping it where motherfuckers can get a gun, because if they put up all these rules where motherfuckers can't have all these guns, a lot of these Klan members out here just not too long coming home from prison. So they would take all their guns. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Got a point. That's a good point. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm listening. I like to learn.
They're gonna have down here. Trey's right. When it comes to the Republican presence in the South, see, they're voting for themselves, but see, it's constitutional for everyone. So they believe in protection, man. It's big guns. It's big guns down here, man. You might be in Walmart and see every other person with a gun.
Yeah,
Walmart. Like this is legal, bro. It's people in like especially with the situation when the young man, I forgot his name, that went into the church and shot up the pastors and the kids. It's a lot of reverends now and their deacons that are actually training themselves now just for this type. It's even guns in church now, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think when it comes to this world, I think everybody should have the rights to bear arms. I don't care what country, what city, what
that's
state.
the part of your amendment, Artie. I just told you that the 4th for the 6th to 12, and I think it's another amendment that covers you for that. You know what I'm saying?
And they're letting you expunge certain felonies just for that. That's a fact. You're gonna pay a bunch of money. You're gonna pay maybe $5,000,
that's the reason why they're quick to give you a felony, because in real life you got the right to bear arms, bro. That's why they give you a felony for anything.
Even with a felony, you still have the right to bear arms because that's part of the amendment. I forgot how the other part go when
You mean you supposed to?
No. There ain't no supposed to in it. The law specifically say you have a right to bear arms. It don't say you have a right to bear arms unless you don't got a felony or a top misdemeanor. No, it don't say that.
That's point. Trey, you ain't say nothing wrong. But I'm saying in real life you're supposed to have the right to bear arms and protect yourself. But in reality, you can't.
Yeah,
because they're fearful. They're fearful of. First of all, they're fearful of an override. They're fearful of what, like they said. They terrified us already. But black people with guns, that's a no-no to them.
Guys, I got locked up when they put me over. This is back in the days. Remember they used to have Thirsty Tuesday, Thirsty Thursdays. If you from New York, you know.
That's a fact.
Yeah. They had to put me over, nigga. They had to lock me up from having a knife in my pocket.
Yeah, but see,
they call that a concealed weapon. They used to call that a concealed weapon. That's a fact.
Weapon.
That's a fact. That's a fact,
right.
Honest. Especially if it's more than 4 fingers.
Yes,
more than 3 fingers. That's a fact.
Yeah, but see, you got to understand something. You got to understand something, man. There's a couple leaders in New York that could change that whole thing right now, just like they did down here in most of the parts in the South.
Guys, give me 5 minutes. Let me check my grandman. Appreciate
you. We here.
All right, we here. Yeah, but see, like if you do the history about the South, the Confederacy what holds up our amendments. The Confederacy is what make us still able to access these guns right along with the gun people. Like they work together. Like it's like first hand in hand. Like they work together. And from them two working together and setting all these rules and shit, it makes other people can go to these gun stores and buy guns and you know what I'm saying? But really, they don't want us to have these guns either. They don't want us to be walking around here with these big ass AK-47s and shit like that. Hell no. They want us. Matter of fact, they really want us to take these shits, start knocking on each other's doors and blowing each other's shit back.
That's what I believe.
So
Your trade, when they said that all a child have to do is be 18 years old in North Carolina, I think that's what the whole thing is. I hope they just like, you know how some of them say, not trying to be funny, excuse me, anybody, I'm not racist, I'm just saying, but down here in the South, it's a little different. So I think they said, well, let them niggas just kill each other.
Let them kill each other. That's exactly what they said.
Kill them. The more the merrier. Yeah. That's just what we see down here in the South. Not in other places, but you know how it is down here, Trey's. Like it's people think racism doesn't exist. It does, bro.
Come to North Carolina. You'll see it all day.
North Carolina and see how they treat you if you're a different color, man.
Yeah, they do that shit all day. Nigga, matter of fact, you might be riding down the countryside. You might get into a white person neighborhood. You don't see nothing but Confederate flags on every door.
Matter of fact, they got flag like down here when we went through Charlotte. I actually saw, this is a fact. We was in Charlotte working with this company, Philip Morris, and we drove past this house and they had a black doll hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
This is facts.
That's what you call a sundown town. That's a town. If you don't know what a sundown town is, that's a town where niggas don't need to be caught walking after 9 o'clock at night.
I told my man, I said, yo, what the fuck is that? He said, yo, that's how it is in Charlotte. I said, what the fuck is we doing over here, bro?
You ought to go to Black Creek. Go to Black Creek, North Carolina. My nigga.
It is crazy, bro.
Yo, when I say these motherfuckers, we pulled over to the gas station in Black Creek. It's a little place outside of Richland. You know where Richland at, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right, it's a little spot on the outside of Richland. We pulled over to the store and shit. It's a little 24 joint, like Spurs, BP, 76. You know what I'm saying? We pulled up to get the gas and shit. We get out. I get a couple cigars, cigarettes and shit. You should have seen how these fucking white people looked at us. These motherfuckers looked at us like Martin. Man, they looked at us like Martin and Eddie when they walked in there trying to get that goddamn pie.
That's right.
They already turned us into some nigga pies in there.
He said, if you can read so goddamn well, how come you couldn't read the sign on the door?
Yep. So
them niggas said, well, how much would it take to make a couple of them whites only pies? Niggas only pies.
Yeah. And places
people
like
fail to realize they think that's a joke, but that's really down here in the world, bro.
And the deeper in the South you go, the worse it get.
That's right.
You get to places like Mississippi. Jackson is a capital for blacks, but you start getting to places like Auburn, Harriet, all them shits around Mississippi, my nigga. Them what you call sundown towns. That's and the thing is, with a sundown town, you don't need to get caught walking when the sun is going down.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. They got it like that in South Carolina. That's a fact. In Conway, get caught out there if you want to. That's a fact.
Coming through Florence on your way back to North Carolina about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, let that goddamn racist ass trooper get behind you. Oh boy, you in for a treat. You better have your camera on.
That's a fact.
You better have your camera on.
Your ass in for a fucking treat tonight, man.
Boy,
they got questions like they be, do you know where you at, young man?
Hey, I'm talking about soon you cross over that Florence line and you hit that little small town in South Carolina, jumping back into North Carolina, coming up to Fayetteville. Yeah, they gonna give you your issue out there.
Like, do you know where you at, young man? They don't give a fuck about your license and registration. First thing they're gonna ask you is, do you know where you are at? And
the next thing they're gonna tell you, get the fuck out of the car.
It ain't nothing to talk about, bro.
Nothing.
That's why now in the South, they got a law. If you feel uncomfortable pulling over, what you have the right to do is put on your hazards and drive till you come to an illuminated area, meaning a gas station.
Gas station or somewhere where somebody can see y'all.
Somebody else's. You don't have to pull over. You can't speed, but you have to drive at a regular, normal pace with your hazard lights on because people getting killed down here, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about for real. Matter of fact, they were just what was it like 4 months ago? They were snatching truck drivers out their truck. They were snatching them motherfuckers out of their truck.
That's a fact.
Fact. Motherfuckers thought I was bullshitting. They was snatching motherfuckers.
I saw that shit on YouTube. Motherfuckers killing truck drivers down here, man.
Yeah. It's wicked out here now. Don't think no white folks ain't not here suiting and booting ready for whatever that order come through. Let that order come through and say everybody at war. Man, them crackers gonna turn they fucking cheek on everybody, boy. They gonna turn the cheek on everybody.
All facts, all facts. And it's sad, but it's 2026, and we still got to worry about shit like racism and segregation with certain people.
That's why they telling us to go get these guns, Dice. They ain't stupid. They ain't telling us to go get these guns because we can protect ourselves. They telling us to go get these guns because of what their agenda is. They know in the future this shit finna get wicked. They already know this shit finna get wicked. They already know. They already starting it off with these protesters. They already starting it off with these white people getting killed over freedom of speech and all this extra shit, hate crime and all this shit right here. Next thing you know, it's gonna keep jumping. And the more all this shit is happening, it's reflecting off of the brown and black culture. And we're not even the ones that's doing it to each other.
That's right. They done started the race wars between the Hispanics and the black people. And now with the immigrants coming over, they're starting race wars between us and them too. It's just sad, man.
Sad, yeah.
It's sad, bro. Because now they're hiring more people from my immigrant states as opposed to Americans, and that's starting in secret wars. Like, why I can't get a job? Because they're African. That's why they can get a job, and it's our right to make sure that they have a job and comfortable before you are, because you've been here, and that's crazy.
I saw a quiet ass commercial this morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was watching the replay off your show on my way to go look at New Jersey J.
My bad. I'm back.
And listen, check it out, right? I was watching your show last night, Dice, on my way over to go New Jersey J show. It's about 2:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at this shit. You know how you watching the videos and shit, you watching motherfuckers monetize and shit. They got these commercials and shit.
That's right.
Tell me why this quiet ass commercial come across the fucking screen talking about ass. Start there. 150 a year, you could become an ICE agent.
Damn.
4 weeks of training, plenty of benefits, and all. So you know what that means, right? That meaning they finna get rid of all these agents that they got on their line, because all these agents they got on the line with them right now actually have criminal charges. You can actually Google this shit. You can Google this shit, right? They said they're gonna start you out at 150. That's not even enough to be an ICE agent, but 150 a year. And I think you get up to like 5 to 6 free benefits off of the government or some shit like that. Family.
I just seen a young black boy in Jersey bragging about his money, about 22 years old here, ICE agent, and it's fucked up. I just saw that. I see something similar. That is real fucked up. They're just thinking about the money, not about the Constitution.
So what that tell you, that niggas don't have to actually go to school to actually become what they told you back in the day. They told you had to go to school to become this. You had to go to school to become that. Now it's all about how fast can you get through the interview without being noticed. And we're going to put you right on out there. We're going to give you a shiesty mask. We're going to give you an AR-15. We're going to give you a couple of flashbangs. And you just, the only thing you got to do is just walk in Walmart and tackle a couple Mexicans and black people.
That's slave owners. That's the same tactics as overseers and slave catchers from back in the day. It's fucked up, but it's the truth.
Here we go, Dice. This what's going to fuck them up. Dice. They said the government is going to war with the Federation, right? Federation. Who is the Federation? The Federation is the same people that killed black people in slave captivity in the South.
That's right.
That is Federation. Federation was the white people who
Confederate flags. That's a fact.
All right. So if the White House, if the Yankees is going to war with the Confederation, what the fuck you think that's gonna leave us?
Nothing. That's a fact.
See, people don't want to open their eyes to this
people don't
type
want to
shit.
talk about it, but it's the truth.
Yeah, they don't want to open their eyes to this type shit. The Federation, they talking about this Federation, ICE agents, all these different type of federales and shit. Federale really came from the South. That wasn't a real law enforcement. That's some shit they birthed out of the South with some racist ass clansmen and shit like that. That wasn't no international fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Police was out before they was. You feel what I'm saying? The police was out before they was.
Right. That shit come from the South. Stop it, Trace.
All right.
No, that did come from the Confederacy, artist.
What?
Nah.
Hold on,
These
guys.
niggas like that Confederate flag. That shit is down here. That shit means something, artist.
Nah, it means something. I ain't gonna lie, it means something.
Hey, listen, hold on,
different down here, bro. If you see somebody with a Confederate flag or you see somebody with skulls on their license plates, because it's actually against the law now to have up Confederate flags, but there's still people that still rock them shits. If you see somebody with Confederate flags or skulls, that's the new indication of being involved with the Ku Klux Klan. These are facts.
Right now, let's ask the real serious question. Where's J. Edgar Hoover from?
I don't know where he's from. I know who.
I'm not sure. Where he from? Down south?
Where he north? Is he from
Georgia?
Out west or the south?
He from Georgia. He's from Georgia.
Where's Doc Holliday from?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, a lot of those motherfucking Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia motherfuckers, they are like that.
That's a fact. Especially them niggas in Tennessee. Facts.
And every one of those motherfucking important names I just called out were all federales.
The Confederacy.
Wyatt Earp was from up north. I think he was from Massachusetts or some shit like that. The Earp brothers, they from up north. They not from the south. They from up north. They was Yankees. But due to the fact that a Yankee came down here and took over a town, after the Yankees took over the town, they sworn in 6 deputies. And all 6 deputies they sworn in to the Federation was all South members.
Trey, you a fake smart ass nigga. You fake smart.
No, that's that geeky. You gotta understand. A lot of geeky come from the revolution. People don't really know the history of geeky.
That ain't fake smart.
You fake smart, nigga.
Down here, Artie.
They actually geeky was part of the first revelation with slaves and all that. That's a fact.
Right. The same way y'all could get up here talk that hip hop shit, I could talk that slave shit all day long, nigga. And I could tell you where it come from, how it started.
So Trace, let me ask you a question. Since you know about the shit you were speaking about, right? Is it all right if I set up a live? We could talk that shit?
No doubt. I'm with it.
Oh yeah, that's why you talk.
I've been trying to do this shit. Every time I get on somebody's show and try to talk about the shit, no, Trace, we can't say that over here, man. I don't want my show to get blocked. They always have stopped me when there was time to talk about this type of shit. Because I know.
Yeah, some people feel as though talking about politics and stuff could be detriment to your channel, but that's not. That's known facts. That's known information. Some people just can't talk about it. That's what it is. I don't know what you're saying, or they'll just throw it away. No, there's nothing wrong with talking about upliftment and Confederacy and politics and stuff about us. That's grown folk conversation.
No doubt.
Some people just so afraid of what they don't know, they dismiss it. My grandmother said it's no such thing as asking a question. It's no such thing as a dumb question. If you don't know something, if you got somebody around you that can enlighten you about it, take that knowledge and run with it.
Thank you. Yeah. Especially when you coming out here with your family. Because the shit that we kicking to you about out here is not to try to scare you or keep you on the straight line. No, that's just to tell you niggas, look, when you come down, when you cross that line and say North Carolina, there's a lot of city is black welcoming. But then there's a lot of cities that don't even want to see you guys
to this day. They just hung a man down here and cut his penis off and put it in his mouth. This is facts.
Man, they done killed the woman.
Don't make me laugh, Dice. Don't make me laugh, Dice.
Yo, artist, it was a black man down here. It was a black man down here, 23 years old, that was sleeping with the granddaughter of the sheriff of Bladenboro. NAACP.
They made him eat his own grizzly.
Yo, they hung him. Check this out. They hung him from a tree, cut his penis off, put it in his mouth, and guess what they declared his death? Suicide.
Suicide.
Bladenboro, North Carolina. Look it up.
God bless him. But then
the young girl that had the baby for the man said, she told the people, my granddaddy and my uncle killed him. She told him. But her grandfather's one of the biggest sheriffs down here, retired biggest sheriff.
That motherfucker was one of them big ass black dragons down there. He was no goddamn black whatever which one of them dragons he was. He was one of those niggas.
Different down here, Artie. These niggas is different down here, bro.
Yeah, when he walk in, his suit is red, not white.
All red. That's a fact. All red.
Speaking of dragons, y'all believe it's dragons?
I do.
Yeah. If there was a dinosaur, that was a dragon.
That's a fact.
Yo, Dice, I want to say something to you.
A dragon ain't nothing but an oversized lizard.
Hold on, let me say something to y'all, right? Cause I see y'all
A Komodo
educated,
dragon. They sell them every day.
I want to say something to y'all that's funny that nobody gonna believe, right? You see that for the last month, and in big countries that been snowing that never snowed. Arizona, I spoke to my son. Arizona ain't have snow ever in history, but it has snow, right? So I was reading some shit because I always do like we all do. We do our research and we peep shit, right? And in the Bible, it says something about something called I can't pronounce it right.
Leviathan.
Dice, all right. So now they saying that the Leviathan
is awakening.
Is awakening. This is the reason why
so they're trying to freeze it right now, just like they do crocodiles.
Yo, Dice, you smart.
Facts.
They try to freeze it. That's the reason why it's snowing and freezing all around the world. And they done this. I didn't see people on TikTok showing the planes in the sky shooting fake clouds to make it allegedly to make it do what it do due to the fact that it's awakening. And the
that's like trees. Do you know trees are exploding all over the world?
Yeah, because of the
coldness. Exploding. People fail to realize. I seen a show on Instagram where a woman was literally talking to a tree. She said, "Joe, bring your leaves close to me." Tree came straight to her, son. Facts. She said, "Now back up a little bit because they don't." My grandmother always told me this. It could be crazy. She said, "Baby, a plant has life just like a human. It's just a different form of life." She said, when we was younger, when we used to pray, this is what my grandmother told me. She said, if it was something real serious that we wanted to pray about, we walked outside barefoot and we hugged trees for at least 2 to 3 minutes. This is facts. That's why they give us shoes, because they're trying to cut off our solar energy and connection to the earth. That's why we have rubber shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but anybody know anything about it? Matter of fact, Trey's know this. Back in the days in the South, people didn't wear shoes and sneakers. We walked around barefoot.
And the South, they very superstition. They believe that every night, around about 12 o'clock, every New Year's, everything, including animals and trees, bow down to God.
That's a fact. This is fact. Mother Nature.
That's like true and fact. That's like one of their biggest superstitions out here. They believe that 12 o'clock on New Year's night, while motherfuckers standing outside doing all that shooting and shit like that, and having fun and barbecuing and shit like that, those trees get down and pray, just like animals do.
That's a fact. Life is life, man.
Right. Fact. So rather us as people, we losing our mortality to what our real purpose of living is. We forgot all about the old ancestor shit that we was, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't, I don't know. I think people is more of not want to accept the truth, or not want to look like they crazy or retarded, or they ain't got no sense in their head, and you can't help the way that you was raised. It was what it was. Like if you came up in a superstition house, you came up in a Christian house, you came up in an Islamic home, you came up believing this, believing that. Do you believe it or not? A lot of the Indians,
it don't snow in Arizona. You wildin'. It don't snow in Arizona every year. You wildin'. I live in Arizona, and I got an 18-year-old son.
No, in fucking Arizona. But listen,
I got a 17-year-old and 18-year-old that born in Arizona.
Artie, you can't pay attention to that, bro.
Oh no! I like that. I like answering questions.
I like answering questions.
Yeah, some people are just put in certain chats just to disrupt I
keep smoking. I just want to answer questions. Keep talking.
Yeah, but we all know that Arizona don't. You know, we all know that. Like Florida, I'm right next door to Florida. Florida ain't never had no fucking snow. They just had some like 2 days ago. Like
this type of nigga that believe in dinosaurs.
It's a new time. This is a new time in the new. This is a new time.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. My bad, yo. I know that nigga Trey's like this nigga always get on my nerves. Y'all believe in dinosaurs?
Y'all niggas is crazy, yo.
Y'all believe in dinosaurs?
I do.
For real?
I really do. I believe in dinosaurs. I believe in first of all, because of my pops. Rest in peace to my father, Ronald Young. My father back in the days. All right, my father. They told him. They said go to jail. They said go to jail for something he did, or they told him to go to Vietnam. So my father was a Navy SEAL. He was in Da Nang from 1968
and let me guess, he found the dinosaur's bone.
No, my father told me back in the day so many things that was hidden from us. They first of all, it's like the government feels as though that the world is not ready to know everything, so they give us piece by piece. You dig what I'm saying? So everything that he talked to me about, I used to think the nigga was I tell you the truth, my pops used to get high, so I'm thinking the nigga was high, Wild Irish Rose, I'm thinking them drugs. But then he told me about a book that came out called Behold a Pale White Horse, and I purchased it by William C. Cooper. And a lot of things that he told me about is actually documented by the man William C. Cooper. Because
so you believe it with that? So you believe in dinosaurs?
I do. I believe in aliens. I believe in all that. I don't.
Yo, Dice,
first of all,
come on,
a lot of people don't even know that we're in outer space.
Dice, you too old, Dice.
Think about this. I got into an argument with a dude. My man, I told him, I said, Joe, do you know that we're in outer space? Nigga, so I ain't in no fucking outer space. So I told the nigga, I said, so where you at right now? He said, I'm in St. John's Park. I said, no, but where is St. John's Park? He said, Brooklyn. I said, what I'm trying to say to you is St. John's Park is you know what I'm saying, is New York State, which is a part of the United, which is on the planet Earth. So if we're on the planet Earth, we're in outer space. People fail to realize a lot of motherfuckers, we done got so comfortable with.
Yo, Dice, space is below. Space is not up. Space is down, not up.
I believe space is down and up. I believe I think they're layers, if you ask me.
Nah, I don't think space is down because we got a core of the earth. A core of the earth is
I think
more
the depth of the sea is a part of.
We don't got no core. We don't got no core. They lied, man. Let me say one thing, right? You ever seen? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why we. I'm gonna tell you how they lie. We think we got a core because they say that the core has the lava, right? So when you see a mountain explode and you see that lava come out, we think about it as a core. I could be wrong, but let me tell you something that I heard from the Chinese man. When a mountain erupts, that's a dead dragon stomach still working.
You know what? Not trying to sound funny. I've never heard that, but that does make some relevance because they say that dragons stay beneath the ground. So I do see. It's like I said, it's so much stuff. This is my thing. If we think that we're the only living things alive, I think that's strange. I think that's very, very immature to think. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that we're the only species. That's just my opinion.
Now, Dice,
alien is unknown to mankind.
Ain't no such thing of an alien, bro. They threw us off. I'm gonna tell you why they threw us off. They threw us off to say it's aliens. No, it's reptiles, bro. And those
I believe in that. I believe in reptilians. I believe in that.
Those the fallen angels. When my father, I don't know about their father. When my father sent that man down, a lot of angels came with him. They the reptiles, bro. That's the reason why.
I think the fallen angels was the Nephilim. Like I think that has something to do with the giants that was once on the earth. And tell you the truth, they were punished just like the four giants the four angels that God punished under the sea, because he said he sent down four angels for dominion across the world, and then they wound up interacting and having children.
He killed God. I heard allegedly God killed the female lantern because he said if I keep that. Remember when they claimed that Jesus made the flood? He made the flood to kill the female Atlantic. Because if he would have kept the female Atlantic around and the man Atlantic around, we have 1,000 Atlantics. So he came down with his sword, what they say, and smashed her head because he ain't want her to make more babies. That's why
I believe that God killed. I think God erased the Nephilim with flood. Everything that's like when they found all these stuff that's underwater. I think everything that didn't pay attention to God, just my opinion, that he destroyed with water. I do believe that. But if you look at the Nefertiti, like the river, like you notice it's drying up right now, and they said once that river dries up, there's gonna be four angels that was cursed under God that's gonna arise. Now I believe in all that, bro. It's just I believe in that shit.
Like I ain't gonna say it's true, but I believe in another thing. Dinosaurs never ever existed. The reason why they brought dinosaurs up, I want y'all to pay attention to me. The reason why they mentioned dinosaurs because they know that we are gonna find fossils and bones of giants. So they put it in our head. Whenever you find a bone, that's a dinosaur because they don't want us to believe in giants, bro.
I believe in giants. I believe in all that.
I don't believe in dinosaurs. I believe in giants. I don't believe in dinosaurs.
I believe in all that. Tell you the truth, I do.
They gave us dinosaurs, Dice. Allegedly, they gave us dinosaurs because when we find a bone, we won't look at it as a big human. First thing come to our head is a dinosaur. They're not dumb.
That's right.
That's the reason why they came up with dinosaurs. I don't believe in dinosaurs. One man told me, he said, pay attention. You see how big a fucking dinosaur is, right? So we got a certain dinosaurs called T-Rex. You know
That's
T-Rex,
right.
right? He got a little arm. He got 2 little arms, big ass legs, and a big body. He said, "Pay attention. How the fuck do a T-Rex get up if he fall?"
Mm.
And I had to go back and I looked at a T-Rex picture. In my head, I said, "How the fuck will he get up if he fall?" Like you got yo Dice, go look at a T-Rex. How the fuck do he get up if he
Yeah, the
fall?
little tiny arms in the front. That's a fact.
How you get up? But the word around town allegedly is they lied to us about dinosaurs because they know it's a lot of fossils to find when it comes to giants. And the first thing we're gonna think about if you go to the beach and you dig in the sand and you find a big ass bone, first thing coming to your head is a dinosaur, not a giant.
Mm.
They threw us off. They threw us off. Ain't no such thing of dinosaurs. When they say that God, it was a meteor that fell and it hit and it made the Grand Canyon and it killed all. Nigga, it was no such thing of dinosaurs. Allegedly, that's how I think.
You got it right
They
to your
try,
opinion. Nobody knocking that out.
they,
If we all
they
thought the
try
same,
to
we'd be crazy.
they try to hide the giants from us, bro. That's how I feel. Just like these mountains. These mountains, nigga, these are this is giants buried. What they call them? They call
Yeah,
them
they saying that they're petrified giants. If you notice, they said a lot of these mountains and a lot of these trees, like a lot of stuff they saying is actually like they got an island that they said was actually a woman. And when if you look at it from the optical from the top, it actually looks like a woman laying down. So you know it could be some truth. And then like they said, they got big serpents that actually have turned into trees and relics and things like this. See, I'm a nerd when it comes to certain shit like that, bro. You dig what I'm saying?
Me too. Me
Word
too.
up.
That's why I say, yo, Dice, we definitely got to do a show because there's a lot of things I don't mind talking about. I don't care about this channel when it comes to talking facts.
Now they can't. First of all, let me explain to you. Don't put that in your head. They cannot do nothing to your channel based on opinion. They can't. They can't. This is just like you said. When you say allegations and opinion, that's your choice of mind. They can't. Now, when you're talking about things that's detriment, like if you start talking about things detriment towards the government or detriment towards our president or something like that, that's when they can be like, hold on, this right here shouldn't be allowed to be distributed or promoted.
So I
We
mean
can talk about that shit. Bro.
that's basically telling me ain't no such thing of freedom of speech. And one thing I learned about freedom of speech, I paid attention. Why is you could talk about everything, but people will cut. Yo, I'm speaking from my father. It's so when niggas hear people talk about my father, they be like, no, we're not talking about that now. We're not doing that. I'm like, word.
Think about it.
It's so hard to talk about him.
Let me tell you something. I respect the boy Kai Cenat.
He a sellout.
No, listen to this, artist. You know why I gotta respect him? As far as first of all, he's not a street dude. So pay attention to this. They told him, Nike said, we will give you $500 million behind your podcast and sponsor you for the next 20 years. But we want you to do one thing. The nigga Kai Cenat said, what's that? They said, we want you to stop talking so much about God. And he ripped up the contract. I gotta respect him.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's they said we're gonna give you 500,000 and we're gonna give you promotions and tour you for the next 20 years. But we'd appreciate it if you stopped telling people about God. That nigga said, what?
Yo, Dice, they basically gave you ever heard of I Smoke? I Speed.
Oh, at least he done went crazy. That young boy done went crazy. I seen this show the other night. He had 42,000 watching him, bro.
Yo, but he turned down the contract too.
Because some people, he just did a show where he went to some country and it was some lady that was sitting him down and said, I'm about to get into your mind. The nigga got up and walked out the house, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know why. He said something was going on in there. He said, I don't like how I feel. He said, I'll be right back. She was like, hold on. But he said, I'll be right back. And he never turned around and he told his bodyguard, he was like, something was going on over my body. He just walked out.
I think he was mad at that time because I heard that he changed his bodyguards. He think the bodyguards set him up too.
That's what he was saying. He said, why would y'all tell me to go somewhere like that? That's a fact.
Yeah, I remember that show.
It was a lady and she told him to sit down and he said he started feeling real funny. He just got up and walked out. He said, I'll be back and never went back.
She was trying, if that's what they call it, she was trying to make him sell his soul and he knew that.
He knew. That's what he said. He said he felt as though something was really bad about to happen, so he got up and walked out. Like I said, shout out to all them young boys that's doing their thing because, like I said, when it comes to them and I see how they're actually successful with their podcast, nobody can tell me that you just can't be original. You know what I'm saying? That young boy got on talking about he's the fastest person in the world. Everybody ain't for everything. You dig?
And I ain't gonna lie, and I show Speed. He went around the whole wide world
That's
showing
right.
he done battled the most toughest people, the fastest people. He went to China. He went everywhere and battled the most toughest people, bro.
That's just like the monks. People not really paying attention. It's a bunch of monks that came from Tibet that did a worldwide tour, walking around the world. They're everywhere. It's like about 12 or 15 of them. It's people that's actually standing up, anticipating them to come through their towns, and they just want to be touched and prayed by these people because they said they walking for world peace.
Facts.
That's the type of shit I be looking at. Like, yo, that's different to me right there, bro. Them niggas they got the feds and everything following them. Niggas is walking. They camping on the side of the road. They don't want no hotel. They got dogs that's with them. Niggas is walking across the whole world just for the sake of peace. Like, I think if people get back into like really, really being more peaceful or respectful of everybody's feeling and
being
space,
real.
it'll be all right. That's a fact.
And yo, one thing I always understand, right, Dice, because it's a lot of shit that's really going like as grown men, probably just the grown men know. It's a lot of shit going down in real life. I'd be like, why nobody talking about it? But I understand. Niggas is not how could we call it? Niggas is not grown enough to be real. Niggas is scared to be real, bro. Niggas
and then a bunch of people don't really have the know-how to just say, yo, I was never aware of this. A lot of people don't like to be taught. I learned that. If somebody want to teach you something, some people are like, well, I'm grown. I know. Nah, I don't know everything, bro. I don't.
Fact. I don't care how old you is. I don't care how old you is. Every day you can learn something different. I don't give a fuck if you 90. You can learn something different, bro.
That's right. That's a cold-blooded fact. Each one teach one, bro.
My grandma's always told me that. I don't care how old you is. You're gonna still learn something. And this was fact. I'm 41. And I'm still learning.
Like I said the other day on my show, I don't know how to repair a train engine. I don't know how to take an engine out of an airplane. It's a bunch of things I don't know. You dig what I'm saying? Some people I think just scared. I think some people are just so afraid that they say, yo, somebody else taught them something or somebody else showed them something. I don't know. If you could teach me something, I need that around me. You dig what I'm saying?
Because
especially for something to benefit me, you know what I'm saying?
Certain people live by their spirit and certain people live by their soul. Now, I'm gonna break that down to not get everybody confused. Certain people live by their spirit, some people live by their soul. Your spirit is what's taking you to heaven or hell. Your soul is what's living on earth, bro. So we got a lot of people that don't care about their spirit. All they care about their soul. Whatever. I want the new Jordans. Oh, nigga, I'm worrying about what the fuck going on in life, bro. Yo, dang, I look at this shit every fucking day about what's really going on, bro.
Even though I just said to myself yesterday, a lot of people don't really want to think about this. I just said this to myself yesterday, even though I have my faith. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I really still said to myself, I just said this yesterday, thinking to myself, like,
yo, bro, it don't show in Arizona.
When we leave, like everybody gonna leave here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nobody come back and tell me nothing. You dig?
Facts.
So that's like I said. I think if people get if they get their mind, like you said, and they spirit more in tune with reality, everything else will turn out right. Because I don't believe that people. I see people be saying certain things. I think my thing is, before I get out of here, I think God gonna continue to put somebody on earth until they get it right. You dig what I'm saying? I think it's all a test to me.
Dice, you know how back in the days, right? We grew up off it's now you know how you hear somebody saying do it, do you hear somebody saying don't, right? So we always grew up to say that that's the devil sitting here and that's God sitting here. No, that's your soul and your spirit telling you.
That's right.
Your soul telling you to do it and your spirit telling you no, because your spirit is different from your soul. Your soul is on light. Is my bad. Your soul is on earth. Your spirit is totally different. So when people be saying that's God on this shoulder, that's the devil. No, that's not God and the devil on your shoulder. That's your soul and your spirit. Two different things. Google it.
That's right. That's right.
Yo, Dice, you know I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, son. Fire show, my nigga. Fire show, man. Shout out to Tracy for pulling up too. Great show, bro.
Yo, Dice, we definitely gotta do a show because I always peep your game. I understand your game, and I appreciate you. It's a lot we gotta talk about because I'm on a level that I know that you on, and it's bigger. It's bigger than what people think, and I think one day we should sit down and have a conversation about real life. It's real shit going on in this life, and I don't give a fuck if we got 4 in the building.
As long as we getting the point across, that's a fact.
As long as we get the point across.
That's always been my thing. As long as somebody, like if I get one person to really pay attention, or one person that can say, "Damn, I learned something from that," I won, bro.
That's it. And only thing I could be wrong, but my grandmother told me this. Rest in peace. She said, your only reason to be here on earth is to teach somebody else something.
That's right. That's right. We all supposed
that's
to
your only
and learn. That's right.
When you go in front of that judge, I'm talking about that real judge. We're not talking about Supreme Court.
God, that's a fact.
We talking about the real judge. When you get in front of that judge, I heard his famous question is, "What did you do with what I gave you?"
And that's why I think God. That's why, like I said earlier, I think God really. I believe in a better realm? Yes, I do. But I don't think that we're gonna even be rewarded with that until we understand how to live on this realm. That's just my opinion.
Facts.
I think God just gonna keep giving it back to you, just giving it back to you until you get it right. Like some people think people die. I think some people reincarnate. I'm just different. You dig what I'm saying? Don't mean it's right. Don't mean it's wrong. It's just how I feel about it.
I even heard, because the universe, right? When it comes to this world, they always persuade us. Grandma always said, if they tell you bite off that tree, bite off the other tree. Don't believe nothing, right? My grandma said, our number one rule is that they always trained us, follow the light, right? So they performed and said so much about when it comes to us growing up. The number one thing is go to the light, go to the light. But I heard the light is bringing you back to earth to repeat all over again. Follow the dark and you will go where you need to be. Because when you follow the light, right? I'm going to say something that's mad clear. I heard a baby. I was just watching this earlier today, Dice. Swear to God, Dice. So the mother said, "How you like the world?" The baby, no. She said, how you get here?" The baby said, "Mommy, I remember being in your stomach and I followed the light. And once I followed the light, I came out of hell into earth." She said, "Time I followed the light, all I know is I was coming out of you into a hospital. But I ain't followed the dark. I followed the light and I came into earth." So imagine if she'd have followed the dark, where she would have went.
That's right. I've heard some of the things. Like I heard the light is actually a call of the devil. And I think when I was told, if you say I don't want to go,
he's the light barrel. Don't forget that. They call him the light barrel.
If you say you don't want to go to the light, that you'll automatically go back to your essence. I've heard a bunch of that shit. I've heard it. Tell you the truth, it's a bunch of analogies I've heard. So I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're right. But I've actually heard some of the same things.
Hey, yo, Dice, we gonna most definitely talk about it, man. At the end of the day, I'm not here to hide nothing of my truth. I tell niggas, take my channel, take anything y'all want to take from me, bro. I'ma talk my motherfucking truth. I do not care. I'm not hiding the truth. Niggas be sitting up here hiding the truth because they scared. So they dumb down, right? They dumb down and do what the devil want. I can't get it. I only got 2 in the building when I talk real shit. I got 100 in the building. Like, shout out to Dice, because Dice, I remember yesterday.
I'm never gonna follow, bro. I'm here to lead, bro. You dig what I'm saying?
Nah, Dice. Remember, I think it was yesterday. I dropped a live, and it was all hip hop, and it got ugly. And Dice was like, "I'm out of here, Artie. I don't like this." Yeah.
Dice. Certain shit, my nigga. I don't really. I know certain shit upset me because it confuses me. Like if I don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with me, just leave each other alone. And instead
Dice, hold on, Dice. That was a pre-recording.
Yeah, I didn't know you fucked me up with that one.
Shout out to Bucks. That was a pre-recording because I was proving that people love drama. That's because when we go live, and like for instance, I got 6 in the building, but guess what? The other day, you see how many people I had in the building? That was a test.
That's right.
And
I broke out, bro. Like I said, I don't care about whose girl is sleeping with. It ain't my girl.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. To me, it's just I just think it's confused admiration. If niggas could sit around each other for all them hours just hollering and screaming at each other, they could take 10 to 15 minutes to see what's really the problem is and just leave the shit alone. That's all.
Where you going live, Dice?
I don't know, bro. I might go live tomorrow.
Nah, go live tonight, bro. I want to pull up.
I'm about to take Egypt outside. You know what? I'm about to set the live right now. I'm out.
I copy. Shout out
Peace.
to motherfucking Dice. Shout out to everybody that pulled
Shout
up.
out to Tizzy and the whole family, your grandbabies, man. Show the love to
Vice
me. You heard me?
versa.
Salute.
Boomerang. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Utica. Shout out to everybody. Content, man. I know it wasn't a lot in the building, but I understand. God always told me, ain't gonna be a lot of people around when you talking that good shit. Shout to love. Shout to Hip Hop Talk Weekly. We most definitely be back. We still got more to talk about. I respect everybody that respect everybody. It's love, man, and respect. Rest in peace to El Copper. Shout to 050 The Movement. Shout to Bucks, bro. Yo, Bucks, we be back tomorrow. Hey, yo. It's all love.
Bob, this is the lane right here.
Yo, new DJ this. LITESIDE.TV, TNA Network, dedicated wine music. We live, baby, live. Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up.
Party Artie, tapping in 05. Party Artie, Tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, West talking talk. We talk best artists, best eras, best styles, which barrel held it down and who really shaped the cult. LITESIDE. That's never them. You think you know hip hop? Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly where real opinions live. Let's go! Hey yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly.
Yo, new DJ this. LITESIDE.TV, TNA Network, dedicated wine music. We live, baby, live. Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up.
Party Artie, tapping in 05. Party Artie, Tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, West talking talk. We talk best artists, best eras, best styles, which barrel held it down and who really shaped the cult. LITESIDE. That's never them. You think you know hip hop? Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly where real opinions live. Let's go! Hey yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. Where every combo sound like a barbershop debate on a Saturday. Say what you want, but say it with back. And it's so 50 Bucks. Dark side general, little battles, bar breakdowns, legends versus new generation. We talk about all that. This the show where the Bronx argues with Brooklyn, Queens get spicy. And everybody swear their favorite rappers the GOAT. LITESIDE, us never them. You love hip hop. Then prove it. This is Hip Hop Weekly. The other time, then prove it. Hey yo, hip hop, us never them. This is Hip Hop Weekly vibe. This is the lane right here.
Yo, new DJ this. LITESIDE.TV, TNA Network, dedicated wine music. We live, baby, live. Yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly, where the culture gets judged straight up.
Party Artie, tapping in 05. Party Artie, Tag General 050. Bucks talking talk, West talking talk. We talk best artists, best eras, best styles, which barrel held it down and who really shaped the cult. LITESIDE. That's never them. You think you know hip hop? Tune in, tapping, and argue with your crew later. Cause this is Hip Hop Weekly where real opinions live. Let's go! Hey yo, welcome to Hip Hop Weekly. Where every combo sound like a barbershop debate on a Saturday. Say what you want, but say it with fact. And it's so 50 Bucks. Dark side general, little battles, bar breakdowns, legends versus new generation. We talk about all that. This the show where the Bronx argues with Brooklyn, Queens get spicy. And everybody swear their favorite rappers the GOAT. Lights up, us never them. You love hip hop, then prove it, This is Hip Hop Weekly, The other Compton proves it. Hey yo, hip hop, us never them. This is Hip Hop Weekly, produced by dedicated grind music. Tap in. Let's get it.